Yo, what's so ill about this is that record is red. Anyway, I digress. You are now rocking with the Brunch Hour Podcast, the best hour of the day.
It's the only podcast I listen to.
With your host, Styles.
I like my red bone, flat, jello, light skin, yellow, iced out.
All right, so listen, I'm bad at introductions. This is part 2 of this whole situation. Well, nah, forget about that. It took us about 3 hours to set up. Neither here nor there. I'm going to explain to you where we are and what we're doing. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina, for those that don't know. And I'm here with Ryan.
What's up? What's up?
Right? Shout outs to Lamp. Southwest did them dirty.
Free lamp.
I wish we had. We're going to have some free Lamp t-shirts.
Yeah, we need a free lamp
Free
t-shirt.
Lamp t-shirts. And I am here with friends to the show, literally. Friends to the show. Anybody you've seen on the show, they're definitely friends. No random people. But anyway, locked door events only. Pause. Introduce yourself, please.
Hey everybody, I'm Petra from the Cognac Room podcast.
I'm Jay Christian from the Cognac Room podcast.
AKA Jesus Christ.
Jake Boogie.
AKA I need my cloud lifted. and I'm gonna be honest.
And the bus driver.
And
Don't forget the bus driver.
Yes. And he still sound better than everybody. I'm gonna have to turn this nigga mic down.
They both got those late night radio voices.
That's funny.
We
We do Midnight Love.
Yeah,
all
do
the-
Midnight Love. This song is dedicated to
you
which
got a
is
special
crazy.
somebody out there.
Right, exactly.
All right, so let's get to the shits because it's been 3 hours with the setup. That was no bullshit. Real shit.
I used to be in love with this bitch named me and Jay. Don't fuck with her no more, now I fuck with Tango Ray.
Hey, yo, bartender, we need
2 shots.
some combo.
All right, so listen. So keeping it consistent because, again, I'm jaded. I did hear a fellow podcaster talk about our name is the Brunch Hour, but we don't talk about brunch. And I'm still salty. But whatever. I digress. So we're going to start off with brunch as we have in the last 4 or 5 episodes. But, yeah, so we're going to start off with brunch. This morning we woke up, thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully woke up and went to the another broken egg.
Another broken egg.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Ryan take it away.
I enjoyed it. I'll be honest, I kind of had a cheat code. I got family here in Charlotte. So shout out to Brandon, one of my cousins. And we just kicking it so far. I told him about the show and what we do and stuff like that. And he was like, you know what? I need to check out Another Broken Egg. Therefore, we did. I know we got a whole system going on, so I don't want to jump ahead. But
I mean, we could do what I think we should do basically is just, on a scale of 1 to 5, outside of everything else. So it does include, the interior and all of that, and service, food, blah blah blah. Let me stop because I'm about to do something else. It's not appropriate. It's not appropriate. Anyway, Jay joined us on our little brunch thing too. Shout outs to Donnie because Donnie was like, yo, you guys should invite all of the guests to brunch. And I'm like, all of the guests might not want to go to brunch. And then I was like, we asked Jay. Jay jumped at it. So shout outs to Donnie because, she's outside touching the people. She knows better than we do. Because I'm like, y'all motherfuckers wouldn't have never showed up. I'd have been like, yeah, y'all work it out.
Yeah.
They hit you with questions like, what's your favorite brunch food? And that's it. That's all you getting from me.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna start with the guests. What'd you have? What'd you eat?
I had the shrimp, shrimp and grits.
I don't know. I'm turning this motherfucker fuck out of here.
I had the shrimp and grits.
And show up like,
show up flapping his
he
jacket and
like,
cape at this.
God, is that you? Is that you, God? This motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Nah, but it was good. It was the shrimp and grits was good. I had a Bloody Mary to wash it down. It was very good.
And I do want to say that
I had to put some salt and pepper on it though.
Oh what?
on my
Bloody Mary.
no, on my shrimp and grits.
That's wild. Salt and marinade on a Bloody Mary.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's a
It would
whole
work.
like celery stick in there.
Yes.
Yeah, with bacon,
Yeah,
celery,
all that.
carrot. It was a
Yuck.
lot of stuff in there.
Yeah,
Olive.
it's like a V8 with
Yeah,
alcohol.
exactly. That's what I said. I was like,
It
who
was
wants a
good.
V8 with alcohol? I, do
love
not want
this
that.
shit.
I know
Bloody
you
Mary might have been better than the meal, but hey,
Oh shit. Damn. All right.
That was wild.
nah. Just saying.
That was wild.
Yeah.
We walked out. We wouldn't have known the difference because he definitely
Nah, the food
scraped the
was
plate.
good. The food was good.
And 1 to 5.
1 to 5, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 because I had to add my own seasonings to it.
That.
Yeah.
Fair.
Copy that. Yeah, and getting back to the Bloody Mary, I don't know about y'all, but I've never seen a black man drink a Bloody Mary. I'm just saying.
I haven't
yeah.
either.
He's the only black man I know
I have
that
right.
drinks a Bloody Mary.
So I
Sophisticated.
got it from like when I was, first making my bones in this drinking thing, pause. Because I know Styles was waiting on me.
Amen to that.
You don't let him
If you
catch
know,
you
you
slipping.
know.
But yeah, I the first guy that the first black guy that I saw drink Bloody Mary, he was I asked him, I said, man, what is that? And he told me, and I was like, it's tomato juice. He was like, yeah, but it's not bad. It's pretty good or whatever. So I tried Bloody Mary and I liked it, so I've been drinking them ever since. So I actually got that from a black guy, man.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I had the what I had. Oh, I had the cinnamon roll French toast folk. So I broke my streak, got out of the chicken and waffles for once.
Yeah, I almost ordered it. But instead, Shadra ordered the chicken and waffles to hold us down.
The betrayal.
So we didn't, the group didn't break the streak. You broke your personal streak.
I broke my personal streak.
But we're still ordering fucking chicken and waffles and still making its way to our table.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Somehow, somewhere.
Yeah.
Got to.
And then I fucked up and let Ryan order first, so he got the cinnamon crunch French toast. And I was like, yeah, that looks good, because I'm not a strawberry guy, but they had the strawberry pound cake, something or other. Somebody's catching a toothache somewhere right now. But they had the strawberry pound cake French toast. And I was like, that shit sounds good, looks good, but I don't like strawberries like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I went with the cinnamon toast crunch.
I think you add to it.
Cinnamon roll French
yeah.
toast. I ain't going front. I mean, 1 to 5. I mean, I give it like a 4. I mean, granted, I guess it's common sense, but it is legit like eating a cinnamon roll for breakfast. So that may not be something I'm gonna go to every time, but
Yeah.
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 They got me on the drink though, because I
Wow.
had like the apple pie
Mimosa.
mimosa.
Uh-huh.
My guy, that was fucking Moscato. Yo, I'm dead ass. You think I'm playing? I'm not playing. I'm
Tastes
that
like
shit,
apple pie?
bro. It didn't taste like that. It tastes like peach Moscato.
But in the waiter's defense, I forgot his name. He was such a great waiter.
Yeah.
In his defense, when you ask him, what do you suggest? He said, I don't drink,
Right.
but what's been selling off the charts here is such and such, and some lemon blueberry drink that Chandra ended up getting,
Right.
and some other drink. He never said, yo, man, I think that apple pie mimosa up your alley.
Nah, he definitely
Yeah,
did.
matter of fact, Styles matter. He purposely said, you know what? I'm ignorant. I'm stubborn. I'm gonna go
damn
get
it.
the apple pie anyway. So.
Listen, yeah, you know when I edit this bitch, I'm gonna be like, snitch. This dude's a snitch. Matter of fact, I might just do the voiceover. No, I'm gonna have Peachy come in and do the voiceover.
You gotta get the voice, the bus sound effect.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have to do the unsolved mystery voice and shit. Be like, this motherfucker. He did, and I did go against the system. I was the grain. I was like, I'm not fucking with that. I had to be different. I had to be different, and I paid for it, literally. Yeah, and for the price was actually decent, because, I paid for me and my wife, and it was like $53, and that was for, full plate of food and
drinks.
drink. Yeah, two drinks.
Yeah.
I didn't have the pleasure of going with y'all, but I've been there several times and I love it.
Yeah.
All right, we just need you to promise that you're going next time.
I will.
Okay.
Trust me, I wanted to, but it might not have been pretty, so I wasn't going to subject y'all to that.
You know what? It was so crazy is that I can't see you because Jesus Christ is sitting in the middle. Thank you. So let's talk about this. So I've been online friends, with Jay Christian for about, I want to say, a solid 5 years. It's been about 5 years. No?
Somewhere in there.
Am I lying?
4 to 5.
It's about
About 5? Cool. We all doing funny math. So, and Jay Christian's a Leo like myself. So when I showed up, you know, me and Ryan just rolled up on him. It's good. Look down, your man got the Barney Rubble slides with the Gucci logo on it, right? And then we started making our way up. Pause. I was not eyeing this man like that, I promise you. Then he got the big body watch on. I'm like, oh, okay. So then he got the Gucci shades on, talking about, yeah, I got the, where'd you get the shirt from? You got the shirt from Target. This motherfucker. He's like, give me the $400 shades and give me that shirt from Target. I ain't mad
make
at
it
you,
make
though.
sense somewhere.
I ain't mad at you. Those are the ones that I was gonna get too. Actually, yeah.
Sunglasses?
Yeah. 100%. But yeah, dapper dude. You know, pause. I wasn't eyeing him like that. I promise you. And all of that. You know, what we've been blessed in.
Yeah.
Is bumping into people, inviting the people on the show, like our online friends, and them being the people that they are online in real life.
They come through. So how they carry themselves online is how they are in real life. Once again, I know you said shout out to Donnie.
Shout out to Donnie.
Yeah,
It's funny because like every show after Donnie is like shout out to Donnie for something.
yeah, it was dope. But
Word.
Stand-up person. This is my first time meeting Jay in person as well. I haven't followed him as long as you have online, but I always thought his concert was pretty dope. Same with Petra, and it's been cool to meet him in person.
No, that's a big fact. Yeah. That's a big fact.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna give because I didn't get my score. I'm gonna give it a 4. Right, so I think that's funny because it's 4. So basically, see what I did there? See what I did there?
Jay-Z pun, of course. New York, it's gonna happen. Brooklyn.
All right.
Main course, it's time to eat. What's on your mind?
All right, so it might seem like I'm moving it past this, but I think that the main course is actually going to be one of the longer segments that we've had because we got a couple of things to cover.
Fair.
All right, we got a couple of things to cover. One of the things is this. First of all, let's talk about how we even come up with these topics. So we have, fuck y'all, we're not doing that because there's other podcasters that might be like, yo,
I was going to explain, but I'm not.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I'm not about that. I wish somebody would jump in my DMs and say, yo, Styles, check it out. I listen to X, Y, and Z, and I think that you should do.
Nah.
But I'm always, and I'm always a nigga to be like niggas don't care enough. But that's fine. That's fine. Because I'm outside. Anyway, all right, so here's a good one. All right, so don't think about it in terms of a relationship that you're either currently in or past.
Okay.
Right, so you can pretty much go either way. I grew up. I want to. I want to. I grew up.
What you said, it was a split second. I was like,
matter of fact, we probably got the audience trained. They probably like
they
pause.
already
I'm
paused
like,
it.
Thank you. So if you said pause 2 seconds ago, I appreciate you. Anyway, how did you learn to be a husband and wife? That's the question, right? I'm gonna just toss it up and whoever.
You know what? I'll jump in first, and of course, normally we'll have ladies go first, but maybe you want to hear an answer first and think about your answer and so forth. I really feel like I learned to be a better husband, or basically just by really buying into the idea of putting your partner first. It's I can laugh at it now, but of course it wasn't funny back then. But like, I remember one small example, right? I remember I'm coming straight home from work. I'm hungry. We don't got no groceries in the crib. And instead of going grocery shopping, I go to Five Guys. It's expensive as hell, but one of my favorite places to go. I called my wife once. I didn't get an answer. So of course, instead of ordering something for my wife, I come home with just the greasy ass bag, the big ass burger, fries, all for me. And then she's like, you got 2 people living here. And I'm like, I called, but nobody answered. And of course, that was a whole big blow up.
That was a mistake.
But that's the smallest example I can laugh at now. But my whole point is, like, once you fully buy into thinking about your partner first, I think it really helps. So, of course, I never made that mistake again. And it's almost like, automatically, it's like the moment I leave work, hey, I'm leaving work, you need something. And that's just with anything. We could be in the house and, we have some like downtime where we just wanted to, maybe I want to veg out on the PS5, maybe she wants to veg out on one of her shows. Before I go downstairs now, I'll go in the room, hey, I'm about to go downstairs, fix me a sandwich or something. Do you need anything? And that's just a small example.
Oh, she fucked you up.
Yeah. Hey.
That day that you came home without that food,
you
got your ass beat. You're like, yo, I'm about to go to the bathroom. You want to go first?
That was a turning point in y'all relationship.
Yo, for real. He said the day I learned how to be selfless instead of selfish.
Yeah, but even like on a more serious or on a bigger account of things, like if I go out with the fellas or something like that, like even when she's not around, it's like I definitely don't want to disrespect my marriage. I don't want to disrespect her whether she's here in front of me or not. So if I go out with the fellas, I'm not fucking around trying to flirt to see if I still got it.
Right.
None of that shit. Like I went out with my cousin last night. You know, he's not married, but he's in a very committed relationship as well.
Right.
It's just two cousins catching up. Ain't none of this. Hey man, you
can't include the cousin.
Well, I mean, it's an honest story though.
No, I understand, but you can't include the cousin.
Fair. But my whole point is, whether you're in the presence of your partner or not, always think about them first, and just in every sense of the way. That's my answer.
Okay, no, I got that. Anybody want to add to that? Oh shit.
What was the question, bro?
Can
you repeat the question again?
Crazy.
No, can you repeat the question?
I got you.
Because I was
No,
really
it's cool.
into
What'd you get from what he said?
Yeah, I agree. No,
I love to, go ahead.
Yeah.
He's about to do his thing.
No, I agree with what he said. You know, it makes complete and total sense. I totally agree because I learned how to be. Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. But I learned how to be, a good partner, husband, whatever, by through trial and error, through fucking up. Through having to be corrected. I guess you would say.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that it's important that we as men can be transparent in that and share that because it's easy to say, well, yeah, I had a good example. I didn't have a good example. My daddy wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn through trial and error. I had to fuck up a lot. But then once I started getting, and I'm still learning. I'm still improving. I still have room for improvement. So yeah.
All right, I dig it. Especially the part with, your dad not being around because I had the same situation. There were other male figures in my life, but I can't say that was the blueprint to life in terms of learning how to be a better man to your partner. Because my house wasn't broken. I didn't have a broken home. I just had a lot of individuals that played a part in me seeing what a healthy relationship was, and I almost want to say to their credit, but yeah, to their credit, I knew what was bad. You know what I mean? Nice little transition.
I love
you lean back, I was like, whoa.
Because I was like, okay.
Yup. I like
Where's all that?
He put the brakes on, gave me the side eye, like,
I'm coming back.
Nigga, you see this, right?
Don't catch me. Please don't catch me.
Yeah.
Don't catch me.
He's like, I have every intention of leaning back, nigga. Move it or lose it. Yeah, I didn't have any. I didn't have that. I'm not gonna take you guys down memory lane with regards to my upbringing because it's on previous shows. Go run the numbers up. But yeah, I didn't have that either. When I became, I'm a husband now. I'm a husband. So a lot of selfless acts I learned. I don't even want to say I've learned that. I brought those with me when I came into the relationship. Because outside of that, I didn't want to become a husband until I was able to bring those tools to the relationship. Right. Those habits, those behaviors to the relationship. I was a very selfish dude as well. But not maliciously. I wasn't malicious with my selfishness.
Right.
Self-preservation, me first, you second.
I think that's most men when they come into situations, they're so used to doing for themselves and being by themselves. It's hard for them to remember, hey, you have a person now
Now you
that thinks
gotta-
about you when they go outside, and so you need to do the same thing.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I was a little different. I was actually looking for that person that I can actually pour into like that, right? Because in my case, and I'm not going to speak for all the fellas, right? Because everybody's hard out here. I'm not going to speak for all the fellas, but in my case, I was looking for somebody that I can be vulnerable with.
Yeah.
And the reason why I was looking for that person that I could be vulnerable with is because life is fucking hard.
It is.
Hell yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And once you realize that you carrying around the weight of everything, you like, nah, I need to sit down. You understand what I'm saying? And I need somebody to rub my back without me asking, can you rub my back? You know, I need somebody to understand what's wrong before me actually having to fill out a questionnaire as to what's wrong. Right. So I was actively looking for that. Now, in the process of looking for that, of course, I was hurt a lot, and I've hurt a lot. Like what I did there. Yeah.
Smooth transition.
Like
Bars.
that. Okay. Bars. See, I don't have the. I'm not even looking for it 'cause I'll fuck up the show. But yeah. I learned that. I think with my son's mom, I learned how because it was everything that I didn't want. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That turned into my wants.
Right.
Those are my wants. You want to know what I want? Let me tell you what I don't want, and just apply the opposite to that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
And just to add what you're saying in terms of like, you know, being vulnerable, I think, once again, I can't speak for every man, but just from my perspective, I do feel like it's a big step when a man can be vulnerable to their, you know, girlfriend, wife, whatever the case, because it's like, for me personally, I feel like for whatever, if you're vulnerable about whatever your insecurities are or your shortcomings are, the moment y'all have that big blow up fight, I think one of my personal fears would be, you know, it's thrown back in my face now. Like I share something in confidence with you.
Yeah.
We get into a big spat for whatever reason, and next thing you know, it's like, I don't know. That's why you grow up without a dad or whatever the case is. It's like shit. You know, I told you that in confidence. I told you how that fucked me up, and here you go saying this, that, and the third. So.
I got a question. Like, ladies, do you understand that you can literally fuck a dude up emotionally? Like, you can
Demolish them.
Yeah, you can really. You can kill everything about that dude. Right?
Fuck yeah.
Especially if that person comes to you and they're like, listen, that person that's vulnerable. So you have to be very careful with who you're vulnerable with.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not easy to tell who you can be vulnerable with versus who you can't be.
And that's a scary thing. It's trial and error with that.
Super, bro. It's like insane because if I pour everything into you, just speaking to your point, you just like flip it on me like, all right, fuck, nigga, like you ain't have a dad.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Your uncle's uncle taught you how to ride a bike.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Uncle.
The fuck out of here with that shit.
Right.
You ain't got a job. You
Right,
ain't
you ain't
got.
got
It's everything that you don't have. But what's so crazy about that whole argument? Because I'm not looking at an incredibly successful person on the other side of this conversation, and they forget that.
That hurts.
Right. But
That hurts when you give it back to them.
Oh yeah, but the thing is though, you don't even have to, because it's an argument that you can't win, because that person is convicted. So however it is that they feel about you in that moment is coming out. Right?
If they're throwing jabs at you and things that you've told them in confidence, they don't really have any other tools in their argument shed.
Shit.
Amen.
They don't have anything intellectual or substantial to really hold up against the argument, so they have to go below the belt. And when you with somebody that you love, you're not supposed to go below the belt. Even if you want to, think that shit in your head and say what's necessary. Whatever y'all discussing or arguing about, talk about that. Don't bring out no
low blows.
Low blows.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. And because I myself learned how to be a wife from looking at what people did, and I didn't want to do that. I knew that I ain't like that. And then I had an older brother who my mom was very heavy in their relationship. So once I got married, I knew, don't come over here. Don't come over here with that BS. You don't need to know everything that's going on in our house. You don't need to know every move that's being made. None of it. Don't come over here with that. He could pay for everything, but why should he? If I can pay for it too, why should he? Just why y'all gotta joint account. Why don't y'all have a joint account? Because you be acting up. I want my husband to like me at all times. You know, so I didn't want to go through some of the trials and tribulations I saw people go through that were around me.
Right.
So I learned how to navigate through that. I went in with the mindset that I'm going to be different from that. I'm going to do things different. And I have a joke about on our podcast, I grew up in New Jersey in an apartment building, and I used to see people get their ass whooped every Friday like clockwork. And I was like, why do you be at the house?
Crazy.
Leave. Like, he get home at 5:07 and you going to be there waiting, and you know you going to get your ass whooped at 8:10.
Damn.
I'm not going to be home. I'm going to figure out another way. So I knew going in, there were certain things I wasn't going to be in no fighting relationship.
Right.
I wasn't going to be arguing and up and down the street and all that kind of stuff. Like, certain things I came in, we spoke about it, and it just didn't happen because we were both committed to not having those type of relationships.
Yeah. And that's key too, what you're talking about. Like, I know, of course, for those who may not be aware by now, social media is really just posting your highlights, right? But also, especially if you're on Facebook or whatever app you're using, the moment you post whatever bullshit your partner is going through or something like that, that's when your comments and your DMs may be blowing up, because it's just people like drama.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be like, one of my best friends, he was joking with me one day. He does like this travel podcast thing. Go through the same trials and tribulation that most content creators go to. He'll post his trip to Dubai or something. Maybe get like 5-6 comments, a few likes. But he was like, but Ryan, let me post, hey, I found out my wife cheated on me. All of a sudden, she'd be like, oh shit, what happened?
Shit is
it's
viral.
Right,
Yes,
right.
exactly.
So it's just people like drama. So to your point, like you brought up, that's why you don't need to have everybody in your business.
Yeah.
Some things just need to be left to just handle behind closed doors.
Yeah.
It's funny because people don't want sanitary. You understand what I'm saying? They want that shit as dirty as possible.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I did want to share this. I want to share this real quick. A quick story. I remember this is what I think helped me to kind of embrace the role of being the head, being the leader, being the man. So growing up with not having a good example of what I did have a good example. Let me not lie. My grandfather was a great example. Okay? Did everything. Could build a bike, a house, cook, hunt, whatever, right? And I saw that firsthand, but in my immediate home, like, there wasn't like father there. So fast forward to my first marriage, right? I remember distinctly there was an issue. We had like a brick fence around our home with like light posts like on the gate entryway. So one night, for some reason, this shit just breaks into a fire.
Shit.
And I'm standing there, and so I didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I went to prison at a very young age, and so here I am. I'm home now. I'm married, but I'm still trying to figure this thing out, right? So I turn to my then wife and I say, the thing is on fire. What am I supposed to do? What are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And she looked at me. She said, I don't know. You the man.
Wow.
I felt that big, bro. Pause. But
I need to stop.
But it was in that moment.
I need to stop because I was caught up in the moment, and I'm like, yeah, I see how some people are like, that's childish. I'ma still do it. I'ma still do it because I feel like they need clarity. But
Right.
go ahead, finish what you were saying.
But no, so it was in that very moment that I kind of was like, damn. And like she wasn't like trying to be mean or disrespectful. It was a matter of factly statement.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like, damn, like.
I am
But
the man
it
of
was
this
a
house.
low blow. It hurt me, like, goddamn.
Right.
So then I was like, okay, you know what? I gotta be more, you know what I'm saying? Like, take charge of things. Like, even if I don't know what to do, I'm supposed to find out what to do.
But see, that's where
that's
you're
the key.
wrong. But hold on, though. I disagree with that a little bit.
Okay.
Because the thing is this, right? I had to actually partner with somebody who knew how to be a partner.
Okay.
Not a partner in a relationship. Just a partner,
Just a partner
in general.
in anything.
You understand what I'm saying? Because we're going to divvy up the responsibilities. There's no
Got it.
gender role when you're divvying up
I agree
responsibilities
with
in
that
business,
too.
right?
I do agree with that. Yes.
So we're doing that, right? It's the same thing with regards to, it's the same thing with regards to a relationship,
Right.
you know? Because if we have a kid, if you're not around, I'm expected to change this kid's Pampers.
Absolutely.
It's not a woman's job.
It's
You
not.
get what I'm saying?
It's not.
Now, my wife will never take out garbage as long as I'm around.
Yeah.
You know,
Gotcha.
shit like
Likewise.
that.
Right.
Yeah. Same.
But as it
same.
relates to business, like how the fuck are we supposed to get ahead? Because remember, the household is a business. People don't view it as such,
No,
which
I've
is why a
always
lot of
said
them,
that.
a lot of people fail,
Yeah, it's a business.
right? So if I'm like, all right, cool, he gonna be the bread. This is not the 1950s. You could do that then, right? And this is why we're so fucked up with as far as like just regular economics today, right? Because inflation outpaces salary, which makes no fucking sense,
Yeah.
right? But then we sit here and we're like, you know what? That shit doesn't make any sense. But we run our houses the same way,
Yeah.
the same way, same business model and everything. Go ahead, Jay. What you was about to say?
I feel what you're saying. You're basically saying that like whoever has the strength in that particular area should handle that particular thing.
I agree.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
I do too.
So the problem with me wasn't the fact that I didn't know what to do, as much as it was the fact that I panicked.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a
You-
big
you-
difference.
you know what I
see
mean?
that, like, for example, to your point, Jay, like,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, it hasn't happened, knock on wood or whatever, but if me and my wife are in the house and I hear, I don't know, like maybe something fell in the kitchen or something like that,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, hey, Tanisha, go check that out.
Exactly.
It's gonna be on me.
You gotta be the one to do
like,
it.
Like
you
you
know
said,
what I mean?
It might be some scary shit, but you're not
Yeah.
gonna panic. I'm going downstairs
and that
to
was
see
the
what
thing.
happens.
So
Yeah.
for more so than just the fact that I didn't know what to do. Hell, she didn't know what to do either. But
It was a panic
I
moment.
panicked. I didn't approach this situation from a place of, all right, let's go
Let's
get
figure
the-
it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's
Yeah.
get the fire extinguisher, put
Right.
this out, call somebody, find out what the, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
So that's a big difference
Yeah.
between the
Yeah.
panic and the gender role thing. like
Yeah,
you're saying.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was, and so I do agree with what you said. It's not necessarily a thing that just because but as the man, I have the mindset that, okay, I got to figure this shit out. Now, if she's more equipped to handle that situation and she speaks up and cool, and all right, that's a good idea, let's do it. But no more will I panic and allow myself to kind of like not, instead of searching for a solution, just be kind of like a deer stuck in the head. Like,
That's all.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I've been faced with that same situation before too.
Yeah.
And it was talked about, hey, if you panic, me as your wife, I'm gonna be like, okay,
Absolutely.
holy
Yeah.
shit. It's
Absolutely.
more of that type of role.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you know I'm coming to you. It's just that Jesus Christ is blocking us right now. You know what I mean?
No, I actually agree with all of you fellas. Like, and that's part of the issue, because I'm not always a girl's girl, and I agree with you guys. I feel like it should be partnership. Nobody has no one role in the household. Everybody takes a part and does something. And we had a lot of kids. We had to do everything. You had to be masterful at everything. So I just think if you want to be with somebody and you want it to work, you have to be able to not be selfish, because you definitely should have bought that bag. I can't let it go. I cannot believe you came in that
Yeah,
house
I
without
came
that.
through with-
And one
yeah.
phone call?
One phone
call?
And it was my favorite burger, just the plain bacon cheeseburger. No, none of that sauce. Just give me the plain bacon.
Is that kind of, does she eat that too?
Yeah,
From there?
well, she's trying to be a little healthier, so she gets the lettuce wrap. That's what made it worse.
see.
I know what she likes. and I
That's
just
what
was
made
like,
it worse.
yeah,
That's what made it worse. Like, you get it even if you don't think she gonna eat it. Just why set yourself up for failure?
I feel like it happened yesterday because his memory is too clear
No, he's
on that.
on it. He's like, it will never happen
it was the
again.
lettuce
You won't
wrap,
catch me
I had
slipping
to-
again. And
Yeah.
I applaud him for that. I applaud him for that. But
The thing too. Go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry.
Look. You see how he slid up on the mic? Pause. It was because he knows he's like, you ain't got the sound lifter on it, SoundCloud, whatever on there, all right? Because he was like, you know.
but I'm the type of person when it comes to stuff like that. Like, if I'm not married right this second, but if I'm with somebody or whatever, if I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna make sure that you have food. If I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna make sure you have a drink or whatever. So it will upset me to this day.
If your man come home,
If he comes and he's got one box
burger?
of food or one thing of food, and
Like your beard
Yeah.
smells like burger.
yes, and I take you going to eat without me personally. I take it personal.
That's the thing too. Like to speak to your point and your point. For me, it was because I've been in that situation. You know, where it's like I call and you know there's no answer, and I'm like, well, I'm getting me some Jamaican food, but I don't even know what you would eat from the Jamaican spot, so I can't really get you.
Make that
anything.
shit up.
So
Bring
what I had to do was I had to make the effort of paying attention and learning what you like and what you eat when you go to the certain spots.
yeah, that's
And
bonus
if,
points.
you know what I mean? And so if it's like, if I say, well, damn, I want some Indian cuisine tonight. If I don't know what you like from the Indian spot, maybe I should defer to Jamaican. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just to
That's a good
kind of,
point.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Little things matter, and
Yeah.
like people don't realize, but something that simple as knowing what your partner eats from just about anywhere means a lot.
I think we need to stop saying little as it relates to things, because that's a misnomer. Those are big things.
Yeah,
Like the little big things.
probably. Yeah,
We
because
need to-
I was like, you didn't get her no food. Like in
Yeah.
the start of the story, I was like, he didn't get her no food.
Yeah.
I know he
you
didn't
knew
get
the
her.
punchline before.
I knew. I was like, I know he didn't get her no food.
He was like, please tell me you ain't bringing no food.
So yeah, it is a big thing.
Yeah,
it is a big thing.
Oh yeah, but like I said, I think that's
Lesson learned. though.
lesson learned. It never
You didn't
happened
do
again.
it. You didn't repeat it
Never
or
happened
whatever.
again.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I like to, you know, I do like to pride myself. Okay, if I learn, to learn from your mistakes, not trying to
Yes.
make the same mistake
Yes.
twice. So that's really what it was.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. That's it. Just adapt. That's it.
Yep. I
I
agree.
keep forgetting. I'm trying to get used to this whole visual thing. I'm over here texting and talking.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to pay attention. I'm just rude as shit right now. My fault. My apologies. I agree with whatever was said. All right. I feel like that's the best way to
Wrap it up. Huh?
Wrap it
yeah.
up. Yeah.
So let's move on to something else. I do have a actually this is one of Ryan's. You know, we'll do a little round table discussion. What's a classic song that everyone loves, but you know, you hate?
Oh yeah. I'll start it.
Right here.
I could definitely start it. You know, I know we don't do backstory time a little bit. It was just a group chat we had with my, sister-in-laws and stuff like that. And it came up. It was discovered for whatever reason.
Discovered. I like that.
My sister-in-law does not consider Waterfalls by TLC a classic, and that's how the conversation. Same. Wow. Okay. Well.
Classic. I'm not gonna fight y'all on it. I'm surprised.
It was kind of a debate, but just to get to the point, a song that I think is a classic, but I can't stand, mainly because it just sounds like an uncle just nagging like a young nigga, is "Huh" by Juvenile. The whole thing sounds like "Huh" by Juvenile.
It's classic.
I never liked it. It's just some. That's you with that Benz, huh? That's you fucking the friends, huh? That's you.
It's classic. And you
know
got
what
to
I'm
think
saying?
about the time that it actually came out was genius, and all the rappers at the time that jumped on that to do that, it was like they knew it was genius. Like
I just felt like,
yeah.
why are you asking this young nigga all these questions? It was like, your dick got huh? You got them bras.
He said,
But that's it. That's my answer. Yeah. So I know it's a classic. I didn't like it for that reason. It just felt like someone just nagging a young dude.
Okay.
Well, mine is even more of a classic, and it's played everywhere. Anytime you go to any bar or barbecue, whatever.
I'm scared now.
Montel Jordan, this is how we do it. When I tell you I loathe that song, I loathe it. I'm like, why, y'all? Why we got to do it all the time? Why he always here? I don't like it.
Like, every time I come to the barbecue, you at the barbecue.
Every time.
Every time I go to the bar, you at the bar. Why you at the bar, huh?
All the time.
You over here eating the barbecue, huh?
This is how we do it. Rubs me the wrong way. I don't care for it. I could be jamming. It could be the best song. We could be on the dance floor. That come on, I tip out like church.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. I feel like This Is How We Do It and Return of the Mac are like two songs that are just they just cross all boundaries. Like
I love
you could
Return
be at
of the Mac.
I was about to say.
I can deal with Return to the Mac,
Yo,
but this is how we do it.
Yo, you could be at an all-white party. Montel Jordan, come on, everybody know it.
Yeah.
Return of the Mac, come on, everybody. You could be at a white function, black function, a mixed function. those two songs come on, it's just like it cross all racial boundaries.
But you know what? It cross all boundaries. It's everywhere. So that means every time you turn your head, it's at the white party, it's at the black party, it's at every function. And
man, that shit was in high school, like a high school prom. They playing this house.
Yeah. And I probably was early on going, I don't really like this, but I can't tell anybody, and I would shimmy to it then. But in my big age now, I'm not participating.
All right.
Y'all don't kill me.
Nah, go ahead.
I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston.
No,
That's not a classic?
I mean, yeah, it's a classic, but I can't stand it. Wow. That was the question, right?
That's a
That
question.
was the question.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't stand it.
I'm
But also I think that in addition to the question, it's like, you don't consider it a classic.
I don't consider that a classic.
You don't?
Nah.
So I have questions.
Yeah, why?
I'm here.
That's my main question.
Yeah, well, that too. But let me hold on. Let me compound and complicate that for you.
Okay.
What do you consider a classic?
I consider.
And then why?
Okay. I consider a song a classic that.
Now I asked you to define it.
Okay. You said what do I consider a classic?
Yeah, what song specifically?
What song? Okay. A lot of songs, man. Change Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. That's a classic.
Fire. That's not
I knew he was going to
Hands down.
That's a classic. You know what I
Hands
mean? There's an old song. It's called Stagger Lee. I don't know if you know about that one. I consider that a classic.
I gotta look that up.
I consider, Sexual Healing as a classic.
All right, I'm gonna need you to join the decade that we're in.
Okay.
Because you cheating right now.
I'm just saying.
You cheating though.
I didn't know we was going back there.
Yeah,
I was just back there.
This nigga's like, remember we had that 19-inch, that 9-inch black and white television?
Whoa.
That's a classic. This newfangled shit with the fire stick and all of that, we ain't fucking with that.
Okay, nah. So you saying like a modern day classic?
No, well, at least in the era that I Will Always Love You came out.
Okay, so we could probably even go with do we want to go with the same artist?
Doesn't matter, huh?
Nah, we don't want to do that either.
Sounds like you just don't like Whitney.
Right?
No, it's not a thing about Whitney.
Hold on. We're gonna put a bookmark in that, and I'm not editing this out. All of this is gonna be in there. So Jess wants to know what type of beer you want.
Okay, Corona, and I will send her the
money.
Copy that.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so if we look at like something that I would consider like New Edition, you know what I'm saying? Anything by New Edition, damn near. Can You Stand the Rain?
Okay.
Sorry, You're Not My Kind of Girl.
But
If
which
It
one
Isn't
do you
Love.
hate out of all the classics in the right era? Because you in the right era now. What do you hate?
I just told y'all.
You don't hate New Edition.
Whitney Houston.
Wait, anything
I Will Always
Whitney?
Love You. No, I Will
I
Always
was
Love
about
You.
to say, as a whole, just
That's it.
we can't fuck with Bobby as hard as we do it and hate Whitney as a whole.
I don't hate Whitney as a whole. I just don't like that particular song.
It feel like
you know what I'm
did Whitney
saying?
like give you the Heisman when you was young?
No, it's just that song. That song rubs me the wrong way.
Started fucking with Bobby. This nigga was
That
salty.
song rubs me the wrong way, like for real. And I
But why though?
I don't know. I just didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Was it everywhere?
It was
at one
everywhere,
point?
and it
'Cause
was. I heard it too much, and
So
I
was
got
there ever a
tired
point that
of
you
it.
liked it?
No.
You said you heard it too much.
Yeah, but I never liked it. So hearing it too much and not ever liking
Now
it.
you hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What about you, Styles? A song
Don't
that's
do
a
that.
classic.
I don't have it.
Nah,
Can't even do it.
nah.
No, I don't have one. I
You
honestly
don't
don't
have
have. I spearheaded this thing for a very long time because you put this in there about pause. You put this in here about
A month
I want to
ago.
say and
And
I
you
don't
still
have.
don't
So
have
here's the thing:
one?
if you had to make one up,
You want me to guess?
yeah, just pick.
Yeah.
Just do that for the.
Yes.
I mean,
Just pick
pull
one.
it out there.
You out here looking like John the Don's uncle. Give me like a rap song.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Anything Little John?
Oh,
Anything,
Anything,
Lil
Lil
Jon.
Jon?
Yeah.
No.
Reason being is because I always thought that it was kitschy.
oh, no. Funny story. We was in Houston when the pause the husband movie date. So we riding around. And so I love Southern hip hop. I love Southern hip hop. So we riding around. Styles is shotgun. So I'm running up the aux.
The way he's laughing.
I'm running my workout. This is my workout playlist. I got some Southern songs on there. Young Bloods, yeah, you don't give a damn.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck. Come on. This man, Styles looks at me. Lil Jon hits the chorus, or whatever. He was like, "Ain't that the Yin Yang twin nigga?" I was like, "You called him the Yin Yang nigga? This is not the Yin Yang."
No.
I was like, why you disrespect Lil Jon like that? I was like, this is not the Yin Yang twins, man.
It's funny.
Yo,
shit.
Ryan laughed so fucking hard because I think that what happened was you put the image of the Yin Yang twin and he was like, yeah, them niggas got to be triplets. They got to be triplets, bro. Because it's
They favor.
yeah, and that was a thing. So anything Little John, because the ad libs, I just couldn't fuck with it. Like after
Lovers and Friends?
anything Little John.
Dang, he meant it. I thought that was going to settle that out.
Yeah,
Lovers and
I
Friends
know.
is-
I know.
Artist, bro.
I swatted that shit. She was like, get that shit out of here.
But just to be like, you just thought, so you cool with Southern hip hop. You just
Yeah,
don't
for
rock
sure,
with
100%.
Lil Jon. Okay.
100%. I
right.
think that Luda's probably one of the best to ever do.
See,
Slept
no,
on.
no,
You
no,
don't
no,
think
no.
that?
No?
Listen,
I said one of the best.
Yeah.
no,
It's definitely
he's not
underrated.
even in the conversation.
Crazy.
Stop playing.
He's
He's
top
not
five
even in the
dead alive.
conversation.
Yeah.
For
Stop.
South. For the South.
Absolutely
South.
not.
All right.
What,
no.
are you
So
Absolutely
where
not.
does he settle?
You are. Oh
Where
my God.
he's in the top 20.
Son, this is a fire shirt
I'm not
from
talking
Target.
about.
Are you
listen,
serious?
I am not talking about record sales.
No,
We talking
why would
about
he
lyrics.
wanna
Like,
go
Hold
to
on,
the
we're
record?
talking
listen,
about
I
bars.
just went to like last year went to Janet Jackson and Luda concert. He played all the hits.
The whole catalog?
And it was all the hits.
Yeah.
And it was cool, you know, it was
Just
bobbing,
cool?
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, so here's the thing, like his style of hip hop doesn't appeal to me. It's too
All right,
it's
say
too
that.
animated.
Say that.
You know what I'm saying?
So who's your top five? Not even
Top
top five.
five in the South?
You don't even have to give me a top five in the South, but who's your favorite?
Andre 3000.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I can't
Andre
argue that.
3000.
He don't have a solo album, but I
Right.
can't argue with
Well,
that.
yes,
Yeah.
Flutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talking about him, Scarface, T.I. Like,
Oh,
come on,
technically,
man.
hold on. He
Like-
does have a
The Love
The
Below.
Love Below.
yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
kind of, because
cool.
remember
Yeah.
it was a dual, it was
Yeah.
a double
It
album.
was.
Him and
But yeah, like those guys, man, like
But you don't. I don't know how you.
I don't
put
nah.
Luda
I
on
never
there at all.
you've never heard me say play that Luda shit.
I've
like,
never heard you.
You've
now
never
that I
heard
think
me
about
play
it,
Luda.
I've never.
Play Luda.
Now that I'm
Luda
thinking about
comes
it,
on.
I'm like, you are so right.
Luda comes on and I changed that shit.
Nah, Luda nice, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Luda,
I don't agree with
and
you on that.
Shauna. You forgot Shauna.
Shauna,
fire.
yeah.
Yeah. And
What
she's still out there doing her thing.
Yo, ever since she
Was,
did
and then
the,
the little 85 nigga, what was his
Who?
name? I-85 or something.
I don't know.
Oh, I-90,
I-90,
I-95,
that nigga.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like-
I-20.
I-20.
My
That-
I'm
bad.
not saying
Listen,
that.
that
Y'all
whole
talking about
little,
N95
that
mask.
whole
We
little,
was about to take it
listen, the only one out of that whole little DTP that I ever really fucked with was Titty Boy, which is
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
And I don't even like that nigga like that. Pause.
That's what I was like. The mask.
When he did Duffel Bag Boy, the only reason I like that is because Wayne was on
yeah.
it. Not because he was on it.
but I like Chainz though. Like he,
Oh, shit.
you know what I'm saying?
I like
mean,
Chainz, but he had
All
to
right,
grow
you are
on me.
disqualified as,
right.
as having an opinion. This interview.
No, over, and I know it's probably an unpopular opinion, but I like 2 Chainz over Luda.
I don't.
I
I
won't
don't
argue
think that's
with
possible.
you over that. Like,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't. I just feel like Luda put a
Did it
stamp,
again.
and then when
that's why
He did it again.
I had to catch myself, caught myself. But I was trying to, so when she starts talking, I'm trying to lean back.
he
so
did like
she-
Jamie, fuck, get your ass.
Yeah. Nigga tried to hit me with the no look. Because he wasn't even looking.
But
Yeah.
I just think Luda, he paved the way for these guys to be animated and everything. And even when people don't really listen to him when he's not animated, but he actually is a very good lyricist. Like,
I never liked him.
100%, I agree.
I mean, I don't dislike
Nah,
him.
his
Yeah.
lyrics was
But I
crazy.
but if you ain't gonna, if you gonna skip him every time,
Crazy.
Nah, but like you gotta understand, if I'm listening to Ghetto Boy, Scarface type, you know what I'm saying, Big
UGK.
Mike, you know what I'm saying, UGK.
But when I was
If I'm listening to all these guys and you put some fucking Outkast, you know, Goody Mob, you put some
Right.
fucking Luda on.
but you gotta put Luda on
It
there
was
because
Luda
of
was-
Minaj.
it was a moment.
You gotta,
There was an era where Luda was arguably the king of the South.
it was
Yeah.
a moment.
Absolutely
come on.
fucking not.
Yeah. Nah. it was-
Absolutely
he had-
fucking not.
He was on everything.
No.
he was featured on everything.
Okay, so
T.I. and Luda had a beef over
Yes,
the king of the South.
they did.
absolutely,
Exactly. Come on.
and you know, take it back to like some. There are a lot of examples I could give you of people who were well known and everybody flocked to them, but they look. There was a time Mike Jones was the hottest motherfucker
Not
around.
me.
Nah.
Not me.
And
I ain't
but
never
am I lying?
That phone number
I feel
shit.
like
Am
that
I
was
lying?
young. Yeah,
Nah,
I
you're not
couldn't
lying
stand.
at all. 100%.
And he was trash.
Yeah, he was trash. But I knew
You
he
know
was
what I'm
trash
saying?
then. But Luda ain't trash. You can't put Mike Jones
I'm
and
not
Luda
saying
in the
Luda
same
is
goddamn
trash.
ring.
Yo,
really
100% Mike Jones needs to be in the conversation to hip hop each and every time.
8004.
Listen, no,
Hey,
but I'm gonna tell y'all who
every
I.
single
he
time.
needs
I'm
to
gonna
be in the
tell y'all who I
conversation
would
for
listen
what,
to
though?
over Mike Jones any
For the-
day.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
The little Rich Boy. I used to actually like Rich Boy stuff, man.
No, Rich Boy was fire too.
Yeah, ain't
He
nothing
wasn't a
wrong with Rich
lyricist, but
Yeah, Rich Boy.
You know what
Rich
I mean?
Boy was fire. Rich Boy or Rich Homie Quan?
No, you talking about Rich Boy.
Rich Boy.
Oh, okay,
I
got you.
listen to Quan. I like Quan, but Rich
I
Boy.
can't understand the nigga personally.
Nah.
But you like
Boy.
Quan
Don't
over
say that. We
Luda.
show our
Alright.
age when we do
Yeah,
that.
I like Quan over Luda. Absolutely.
That's all I didn't know. Alright.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like I could play you a Luda track and then a Quan track right now. The Quan track gonna be
It's gonna hit different though.
yeah, it's gonna hit very different.
But they made that music for two different reasons.
Yeah, you know.
yeah. Now Luda,
Luda was fucking the bitches.
arguably, he. It was like party music. It was club music. It was a vibe. I give him that.
can't
but
argue
it wasn't.
that. That's the
no, I'm
fact.
saying. I'm saying.
a fact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I give him that. I'll stand that point for him. But
Right.
like anything else, man,
You
it
just wasn't riding in your car listening to Luda.
Nah, I never.
He said I
been
wouldn't
like
be-
play that Luda.
He changed the station and then asked, "Was that Luda I just changed?"
Right.
Here we go, nigga.
Right.
Make up your mind. You leaning back? You not leaning back?
No,
what you
I'm-
doing?
So after I
I
here's
know.
the
I
thing.
got you. My
Okay.
fault. My fault. We got to come up with a little rhythm. Pause.
Hey man,
Not the
look,
rhythm.
the moment you say you listen to Rich Homie Quan over Luda, I can't argue with you, man. You just got your opinion, and that's it.
I have my
That's
yeah.
it.
But
There's only one song from Rich Homie Quan that I listen to. Just one.
ooh.
No, not even that one, because I don't understand them niggas. But I'm talking about the other one where
with Young Thug.
yeah, my type of
The
not
lifestyle.
type of way.
Type of way.
Type of way.
Yeah,
Yup,
type
that's
of way.
it. I'll go downstairs right now and play that shit. Like I'm ready to listen to it right now.
Yeah,
But
no,
that's
I
it
get
though.
it.
After that, I don't want nothing else. I'm good.
I get it. I'm just saying, for me, no disrespect to Luda.
Area
But-
codes.
I mean, and that was.
Come on, you
but
was
it
a pretty
you know
boy.
who made
Area
that song?
codes.
You know who made that song? Who
gives-
made the song?
Who made the song?
Nate
Nate Dogg. The song was hot because of Nate Dogg.
Because he got
No
on that
disrespect. Nate Dogg was he never did it for me. Pause. I never was like, yo, Nate's on a song. Let me get it because he was harmonizing.
Nah, he
I
I
was more
respect
of if
Nate
you're gonna-
Dogg, but I
Nah,
feel the
Nate
same
made
way.
the song.
Nate
Right.
never.
hit. He
made the song hit.
No microphones up there.
He only
He made the songs.
Yeah,
hit.
but he just
listen,
did the
Jay.
little bar
Yeah.
break. Like he wasn't.
If you're gonna
respect.
harmonize,
What I'm
respect
telling you
him,
is,
but-
if
What?
you take Nate Dogg off of Area Code,
right?
it's not the song that it.
You
Nah,
put
it's not
Snoop
that
on there
song. It might
singing
be
"I Got
better.
Hoes." You can put anybody on there
That's a
singing "I
fact,
Got
though.
Hoes."
Nah, you think it would have been better? Nah.
This is the thing.
So
First
here
of
the
all,
track. The track was cool. His VIP, VIP. Like I don't even.
You don't like the cadence.
I don't like his cadence. I don't like it. Just
You sound like DMX. I don't like the
It's
nigga
just
hair.
like-
I don't like the way he walk. I don't like the way
Nah,
he
I don't
dress.
have
I don't like his
anything.
face.
So I like him as an actor. I like him in movies. You know what I'm saying? I like I just said, I went to a show. I vibed out. I had a great time. But it's because he was there. You understand what I'm saying?
You wasn't gonna pay to
Anybody
just go
else
see-
could have been there.
and you would have vibed
And
out.
I'd have been just as okay.
All right, Style, as a native New Yorker, you telling me when Fab came up with that single, I can't deny it, with Nate ain't make that song kind of like add a little more spice to that thing.
Nah, he did, but I'm gonna let you in on a little something. I wasn't a Fab fan coming up, and Fab's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
However,
Fab.
the dude is dead nice.
Yeah.
Dead nice. I just don't. I don't know what it was. It was as he got older. I started to. His shit started to hit pause.
He's his Luda.
No.
'cause he started to
You
hit
hate
him.
Luda.
You ain't never.
You hate Luda.
I don't hate Luda.
gonna
He- the
turn
nigga
every
just
time.
said-
He not
the nigga
gonna
just
turn
said-
from- he not gonna turn from Fab.
Exactly.
I'm
Nigga
not
said,
turning from
"Boop."
Fab.
Yeah.
Was that
You
Luda?
gonna turn from
I'm
Luda.
gonna turn from Luda because here's the thing. There's so much other
was
music
that
that I
Luda?
prefer to listen to.
I started liking Fab when Fab started doing songs with Little Mo.
Oh, okay.
That's
Superwoman.
when that's when I started liking him because I thought that was a crazy duo
Yeah.
together.
They
And I
have
always
hits.
thought like Mo was like she was the shit.
Yeah, I loved her back
Right?
in the day, for real.
But then I started hearing her by herself, and I felt like she never got the records.
She never got the recognition or the right material to really put her on the platform that she needed to be.
We really sitting here talking about Lil Mo.
Yes.
We talking about Lil Mo, nigga.
Yes.
What are you talking about? Who would you like to talk about? So I can clown them.
You just gonna clown him just because?
Rich homie Quan. You want to talk about some rich homie Quan?
Yeah, basically the mumble niggas, the original mumble niggas.
But like, so here's the thing: while everybody else was like dissing them about being mumble, like they mumble shit was cool. Now you want to hear some mumble shit that I never really did get with until like towards the end was the Migos.
Didn't Rich homie Quan have that one dance where he tried to fuck himself?
Where he did what?
That's crazy.
He had a dance where he was trying to fuck himself?
Yeah, it looked crazy.
Oh, no, he had a gay looking dance.
Okay, all right.
I mean, you know, no
And I'm gonna need to
disrespect.
go back and look it up.
No disrespect
Yeah, I was
to
like,
anyone of any alternative lifestyles or anything like that, but I'm just saying the dance looked weird to straight men.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Let's jump off that pause. Let's go to transgenders competing in Women Olympics.
Okay.
Competing as women. Nah, let me fix that up because that I get my head chopped off for that for no reason. But anyway, transgenders competing against women in the Olympics. Now, I don't give a fuck. You want to skeet ball? Do that. You want to play ping pong? Do that. You want to put a transgender? You know what I mean? If you're gonna compete against women and stuff like that, if you want to, when it comes as it relates to physical contact, that's a man beating on a woman. I don't give a fuck which way you try to, switch it up, right?
Yeah.
And this is not meant to offend anybody. These are facts. I'm coming to you with the facts. I'm not coming to you with the thought process of what you want to be identified as, right? Fuck it. Identify me as a fucking teacup. You understand what I'm saying? What the fuck? That shit means nothing because at the end of the day, science says I'm a man. You understand? So the way I'm looking at it is this. I think it's dead wrong. I don't think that if you want to, again, this is not me coming for transgenders. What you want to do with your body and your life, that's on you. I'm not judging you for it. It might not be for me. But I don't think that you should be putting your hands on women under the guise of you being a transgender. That's just the way I see it. What say y'all?
I agree with you. Say, for example, you have a transgender that wants to box in women's boxing.
It happened.
Absolutely not.
No,
That's
but it
not
happened,
okay.
though.
I'm not saying,
Yeah, this is where I'm grabbing this
Yeah,
from.
no, that's not okay. I don't care. Like you said, genetically speaking, you are a man. You may not feel like a man on the inside. You may not think like a man. You may not want to be a man. But like you said, science deems you as a man. Mm-hmm. And so because of that, it's not a fair competition in my opinion. It's not a fair competition. So, hey, why don't all the transgenders just have their own thing where they can compete against each other?
I was thinking the same thing.
You know what I'm saying?
A different division.
If you just open up a space where if
Right.
you transition from one sex to another, here's some type of sports association where y'all can compete against each other.
Even the playing field.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I didn't even think about that.
But like one thing, I wholeheartedly agree with you. Like, I like to consider myself, very open-minded. I'm all about inclusion and diversity. So yeah, just like you said, if you want to change, if you were born a male and you want to change it to a female, cool. If you want me to identify you as she or her, cool. But just like you said, I feel like, especially in physical stuff, just in sports in general, that doesn't give you the right to really compete against the naturally born female. And if you remember, like, that's happened like every few years or so, we get a story like that. Like, I know, I forget his name, but it was like a man who was like maybe like ranked 300 in the country in swimming. He got a sex change to become a woman. He was like, you know, the Michael Phelps of the shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
of
like,
course.
just blowing
Yeah, I
everybody
remember
out.
that.
And like and even before that, same thing. But it was with UFC. Like there was like, someone who identified as a woman but was biologically born a man and fought a naturally born woman, and it looked like a hate crime. Like it did. Like I think the person had like a fractured skull or something like that, a concussion. It was bad. Like, you could look it up. I forget the names, but I disagree with that. Like, just open up a space where they can compete against each other.
I agree with
Exactly.
I respect. I respect your pronouns. I'm not gonna call that person who's transitioning to an opposite sex. I'm not gonna say they're an it. None of that. I'll respect you as a she, her, or if you transition the opposite way, hey, I'll call you he, him, whatever. But I just don't think you should be competing against naturally born women if you were biologically born a man. But let me ask you a question. Do you think, because I was reading some of the articles, like I think the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, like they're like working overtime, trying to like
To do what?
they're like saying this is a witch hunt with the boxer in Olympics. They're calling it a witch hunt. They're saying like they're trying to make statements like, some women just have high testosterone. But I forget her name, but that same woman that you're talking about with the Olympics, just last year, she failed some type of gender eligibility test, and which would make sense if she was naturally born a man.
Right. Right.
So I just want you to take, what do you think about the Olympics committee and so forth, trying to downplay it?
I mean, anything to protect the sport. We look at how you call it. We look at football. Basically protecting itself against CTE. They know good and goddamn well these kids. Like half of these football players gonna be brain dead by the time they're 50, 60. So if they're lucky. So they're gonna protect the brand.
I think
first and foremost, they're gonna protect the brand. They care about eyeballs. They don't care about the people that bring the eyeballs to them. You know what I mean? They don't care about that. I just think that, again, like I said, I think, Jay actually said it best. Create a division for them.
Yeah.
Because myself as a martial artist, when I used to compete and stuff like that, and I'm talking about I've been competing since, I was maybe 10 years old. So it's kind of like I've seen the divisions. They used to be co-ed divisions, but there comes a point where they have to separate the divisions because boys can no longer fight girls.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And you're training them to fight, each other, right?
Yeah.
So they're trained in this art, right, to put hands and feet on people.
Right.
So you can't have that. And I've seen it where even in divisions where, they separated it by age, but remember, body type is different. So you might have a big boy, a big 10-year-old against, a smaller 10-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And just because their age met, and I've seen parents get into it over shit like
Yeah,
that.
because like you said, the 10-year-old is big. Big in size.
Yeah,
Like
so why would we do that in our adult age on a big stadium? Like, none of it makes sense.
It doesn't.
You get what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who you fucking. I don't care, how y'all fucking. I don't give a fuck what you want to be and how you want to be that. That's all up to you. Do your thing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, again, like physical contests and stuff like that, you having to put hands and feet on the opposite sex, whether you want to identify it as that or not, is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck which way you slice it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I
Come
agree.
for me. I don't give a fuck. Because you sound stupid, you look stupider, which is even a fucking word. You know what I mean? So we not doing that.
But and before you close it out, like to your point, like what Jay said, like maybe just create a space for one out, but that's the same exact reason with like men's boxing, right? There's a reason why there's like different
Weight division.
Weight
divisions.
divisions, yeah.
Because like if a lightweight is fighting a heavyweight, that lightweight
His life is in danger.
He could die.
For real.
Yeah.
So that's literally the same thing.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's it. I just want to bring that. If you got weight division for a reason, you should have, gender divisions in
Be
that
able to
sense.
classify
Yeah,
I think
all the
there's
way across
one-
the board.
Right.
Yeah, I think there's one very important voice missing right now. It's Petra.
No, I agree.
Female, so-
I agree that you should be able to break it up all the way across the board for everybody. We are right now a nation who are making a certain demographic very comfortable to say they can have and do whatever they want without thinking about the others involved.
100%.
And it's not really fair in a lot of areas, but if they want it, they get it. And that I don't understand how that came about, where it was so easy to just change how the world runs because one person or one specific group of people feel like, I don't like it, so now we can't say these things, we can't do certain things, because of one demographic. So just because they feel like I should be able to doesn't mean that morally, when you are in these fields, these sports, they should be able to, because they are different. We don't want a woman who identifies as a man to go into a ring with, like you say, a heavyweight, because she feel heavyweight in her head, and she might be a little bit heavyweight. A heavyweight woman and a heavyweight man is two different entities.
Yeah.
I know a couple. I got a cousin that'll whoop all our ass.
I believe it. I believe you. And we all know a person here or there that defeats the odds.
Yeah.
But they're defeating the odds. We shouldn't keep doing that and then expecting. It's different. Like Cat Williams said, I love it when he tells the joke about Tink Tink, and because he had the metal leg.
Oh yeah.
And Tink Tink that is my favorite joke, because y'all gonna disqualify him saying he had an advantage when he came in with a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But you gonna disqualify him. But this person being 100 pounds heavier than me, 6 feet tall, and his strength outweighs mine by 1,000,000 times. That's not a disadvantage for me, who usually in this field everybody looks and weighs and our body types are the same. But then this fella who wants to be a lady, and I'm not crashing on anybody because I don't care what you do either, they come in and they're competing with these people. It's not right. It's not right.
Yeah.
Because my thing too is like, even if I identify as something else, like me personally, I like competition. So I don't want to go in
where I'm going to easily win.
Where I'm going to, like, really? You want to win that goddamn bad?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. Yeah. But yeah, I think, and that's the thing, that's just because that topic came up, is I do feel like everyone should be treated equal. So it's not like I'm saying, they should be treated like scum, nothing like that. I just feel like in terms of that, I think that's too much just catering to like a demographic or whatnot.
Yeah.
That's all. That's it.
I agree.
There we go.
So moving on, one of the last topics in here. I guess this one is going to be just as crazy as the last one, but let's talk about the election real quick. Let's talk about politics for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Right? And we're going to, on the surface level, nothing deep, right? But Kamala, am I pronouncing it correctly?
Kamala.
Whatever. Kamala. For me, let me just state my stance real quick. The government is all one person. I don't give a fuck who you put in office. They're all the same person, right? They're all different people with the same agenda. It's all different people with the same agenda, right? So whichever president you put up there, if you look at it, just a timeline of how we fare between presidents, right? It doesn't do this and then do that. It doesn't do that. It does this. It's a very slow arc. You know why? Because it has to remain consistent. So I don't care about any of that, right? So when they're like, yo, you need to get out and vote. For what? I'm voting for the same shit. I don't think that voting's the answer. If that's your thing, that's your thing. You might look at me like I'm fucking stupid. I don't care. Whatever.
I rolled my eyes a little bit.
Huh? No, which is cool. Which is cool. There are people out, which is cool, because I'm weird in that respect, because I feel like we as a population have been raised to not question things, right? So whatever it is, we're going with whichever is the popular narrative and not creating our own narrative, and that's the problem, right? Like for me, and not to get off topic, I'm gonna make this real quick. I personally don't think that the world is round, because it doesn't make sense. And the only reason I say that is because I sat back and I started questioning things. And it's kind of like going to church on Sunday, talking to the pastor and be like, yo, pastor, what happens when I die? And then he gives you an answer. Nigga, you don't know. Shut the fuck up. You know somebody that came back? And this is just me.
Come back and tell
yeah,
you
this happened? is this is the thing, right? So I'm spiritual. I believe in, I believe that there's a higher being. I believe that life is definitely a fucking miracle, right? Because when something happens, when the flesh just goes limp.
Yeah.
So there was a battery that didn't die. The battery didn't die. It basically was like, listen, I don't want to stick around here no more, so we just gonna go somewhere else, and we just gonna do that thing. But for the world to be spinning, think about it this, water, just water, real quick. So water, I'm on my TikTok shit now. So water basically is gonna form basically form whatever its container is, right? Now they say that the moon basically impacts the waves, right? The moon has something to do with the waves. Now ask yourself, right? If we're spinning thousands of miles an hour, it doesn't impact the water, but the fucking moon does. Not only are we spinning we're tumbling through space at another astronomical speed, but the water just stays still as a motherfucker. Stop it. You understand what I'm saying? Stop it. And I'm not saying that I have the answer to that. I don't. But I'm gonna tell you that.
You question it.
The shit that you telling me doesn't add up.
It's okay to question it, but we do know that sometimes when things move at high enough speed, they have the ability to like hold things in place.
So how does the moon affect it then? Why is the moon affected it, but this high speed?
So what they say is
I
that
never
the
heard
moon
about it, so I can't answer
that the moon pulls or draws on,
the waves.
creating the waves.
Yeah.
The moon's pull on the Earth.
Yeah. And the moon is thousands of miles away from us.
But so here's my thing. There is a solar system, and all the planets seem to somehow balance each other out in some way, and in a way that sustains life for us. We're able to live and breathe.
I'm not even gonna argue with you on that
gravity
point.
does exist. So does
it really? Or
gravity does exist.
What we think is
what we consider gravity,
right.
What we've been taught gravity is. My thing is this is what I will say.
Yeah.
We can choose to believe some of it, or we can choose to believe none of it. But the fact of the matter is that there is a science to all of it.
100%.
You know what I mean?
And with it,
and
that's
so,
not even a contention.
so the question is like, do they have it right when they say that this is what causes this? Because there's a great chance that ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
I got a better one.
That it's something else. You know what I mean?
I got a better one for you. Right, and I'm not gonna turn this into a tinfoil hat.
I got you.
I'm not gonna do that. And I think that people call it a tinfoil hat because again, they want to control the narrative. So if I'm crazy, then you must be sane. Not you, but them.
Yeah, no.
So this is the thing. You know the Earth's curvature starts at like 8 miles, right? So after 8 miles, anything that's sticking up has to start getting shorter. After 8 miles. We've all been in a plane at 30,000 miles. Tell me where the curvature is. You've never seen it. It's flat.
So I'm one of those people, and she'll tell you, I haven't decided whether or not the Earth is flat.
We have a whole flat
Earth
episode.
But what I have
right?
said, we have a whole flat Earth. I had a guy named Flat Earth Dave on the show, but I'm still investigating it. It's possible.
Right. Well, I've seen experiments whereby, for instance, there's a shoreline and there's a lighthouse. The lighthouse, let's say the lighthouse is 50 meters high, right? But it's like 15 miles away. So it shouldn't be 50 meters high. If it curves, it should be, right, it should get shorter. So it doesn't. So what's that saying? So either they're saying there's one or two things. The Earth is flat or it's just bigger than what they're saying.
The latter could very well be true, because who the fuck went out there and measured the Earth?
What about, but what about, my thing is like, what about the water? You ever try to pour water on a fucking balloon? I'm asking, like,
yeah,
right. So if that's, and this is like, it's like the small common sense shit that fucks me up. And then it's like all these people come in, they're like, yeah, but you have to also remember who you getting your information from. If I get my information from a nigga that's known to lie, what's
that's
true?
That's where the whole thing comes.
Right, exactly.
For me,
this
that's
is
where the
I'm
whole
getting
thing comes in for me.
Yeah.
Like a known liar. I have to question everything this motherfucker tells.
But why would we believe the government though?
I don't believe it.
You know that Rockefeller's responsible for the school system?
I don't want
All right, we leave that alone.
I know, I don't want to get into that. But you said something about,
Yes.
you were talking about government, and you were talking about
Kamala.
All right, or
so-
Kamala.
Whatever. So we get back, and no disrespect. I'm not even saying it in a disrespectful manner. It's just that, whatever. There are a lot of people people, and I'm talking about on a surface level. So I've already explained that I'm not super duper political, so I don't know about the accomplishments nor the fails. I know about the narrative. I know about people wanting to vote for her because she's black and she's a woman. Is that enough? Is that the?
No, I'm about to say that.
I think that is ignorant.
No,
However,
yeah, I don't
that is
think
ignorant.
It is okay. I got you.
That is ignorant to
Yeah.
vote just because she's black and she's a woman. But I'll be honest with you.
You gonna vote for it because of that?
No,
No, not
no,
because
no.
of that. I would-
But I'm not gonna vote for the other one.
That is where I.
You understand what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. I agree.
I'm
So-
not voting for her
So
because
I
of
would
that,
vote
but
for a
I'm not-
fucking 3-leg
Pitbull.
pony.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we got to keep that one out of there.
I agree
And
with that.
then we can come back later on and deal with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Does
The
that
main
make
thing
sense?
is-
No,
But not to
100%.
vote is the worst thing that any of us could do, because
Why?
not to vote for one is to vote for his ass,
Yeah.
basically. Well, not to vote for the other one is to vote for him.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I feel like it's extremely important that
You got to
we
pick the lesser of two evils. in this
pick the lesser
situation.
of two evils, and then we try to work through it. Now, I'm getting ready to go somewhere with you, and then I'm gonna shut the fuck up and let y'all finish this particular conversation.
Okay.
There's a book. It's called Behold the Pale Horse by a man named William Cooper. If you ever get a chance to listen to it audibly, because you can't buy it, they've
Behold the
suppressed
Pale
it.
Horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've suppressed it. You can find copies at certain places, used stuff, but it's hard to find. But there is a place where you can listen to it audibly, that unless that's no longer there. Anyway, I probably shouldn't be talking about this shit. But
You can try and get a shut down.
but
have them after us.
but what I will say is that he said something in this particular book. He was a high-ranking naval officer who found some very exclusive and top secret documents in a Xerox machine back in, like, I think it was the early 80s. And he wrote this book, and he did a lot of research and investigations, and he found a lot of things, and he's no longer with us. But I said all that to say this. In this book, he literally explains what you said, that, hey, the votes of the people ain't got nothing to do with nothing. They're actors on a stage acting out this scene to make you think that you're voting and you're making these decisions. And in reality, it's one team, and they're acting this thing out. And the end result is going to be the end result no matter what happens. Now, does that mean that we shouldn't vote? I say no, because in my mind, I'm like, okay, I hear all that, but what if I'm wrong? I'm
Right.
still going to vote anyway.
I mean, that's why we pray to God.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna vote.
It's what if I'm wrong? Because you don't know.
Faith without works is dead, right?
Right.
So I got to do some work.
Right.
If I actually have some faith. So my thing is, regardless of what, I'm still gonna go out and vote the way that I would like to see things
Understood.
go.
But Jay, let me ask
Yeah.
you a question. You think that there's a better way?
A better way?
A better way. Well, I mean, we all clearly know that that's blind faith, because we can't. We're not there counting it. You
Right.
understand? And now everything's electric.
Right.
You know, so it's if everything's electric, like for instance the ballots and stuff like that, and the
Right.
counters and stuff like that. And again, we're not there. It's just a scary fucking.
Yeah,
world we
it
live
is.
in.
But the thing is, okay, it goes back to the what everybody says all the time. Like, if you don't do your part, you don't have a right to complain. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I look at it and I'm like, okay, everybody's like, well, man, you know, that fucking building's gonna fall, man, and there's nothing we can do to stop that goddamn building from falling. Well, if we don't do anything and then the building falls, don't say shit, because you didn't even fucking try. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
At least if we tried,
Right.
now we can bitch about the
Oh
building.
no! I'm not saying
You
that,
know
though,
what I'm
right?
saying?
That's a good point.
I'm not,
That's
I'm
a
not,
great
I'm
point.
not saying that.
Great point.
What I'm saying is this, right? If we know that even in voting, or have an inkling that even in vote, and this is what I'm talking about, this is what we're taught in school. We're not taught to actually think for ourselves. That's not what we're taught to do. So when it happens outside of that, it's an anomaly, right? That's why people don't work together, right? Because they teach separation. Because if you teach, you know,
Individuality.
community,
Then you won't be in the flock. You won't get in line, straight line.
there you go. So with us recognizing the fact that there's the slightest possibility that the voting, or how the presidents are chosen, or how these elected officials are chosen, why not press for a different way to do it, or try to figure out a different way to do it, something that's a little bit more transparent?
We can. But I'm gonna tell you this.
You said we can't?
We can.
Right.
We can do that.
Right.
But it won't work. And you want me to tell you why it won't work?
That was negative. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you why it won't work. And there's nothing wrong. We still should try it anyway. That's what I've been saying. That's my point.
Exactly what
we
you
should still
know.
try it anyway.
I was ready.
We should still try it anyway. But I don't have faith. I'm the guy that's gonna keep pushing and keep scooping buckets of water out of the boat even I know the bitch is gonna sink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the reason is because think about these jobs that you've had,
right,
where things were not right. It was unjust. It was wrong.
Right.
And all it took was for a certain group or a certain number of people to say, man, fuck that. We're not doing anything until you fix this.
Mm-hmm.
But that can't happen because when it all boils down, the motherfucker who tried to say, hey, let's get together and do this, they're gonna throw his ass under the bus. Or the guys who work the overtime and get the little bit of extra couple of dollars, they won't get on board.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why the shit ain't gonna work, because you always got the motherfuckers that's worried about me, my four, and no motherfucking more.
Right.
Look at Colin Kaepernick. He took a stand, and not many players got behind him.
Exactly, because look, man, like, I know we getting scraps, but I like my scraps.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do with
but
my
see,
scraps.
I can't fuck with that because I can't even subscribe to. And what you're saying is 100% right.
It's what
and
it
it's
is.
as far as the mentality is concerned.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying is that maybe we need to, not even maybe, the mentality needs to change.
I agree.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
I
so
agree. So what are we gonna do? We gonna kill the house niggas?
No, it's a
And start
discussion.
over?
It's a discussion.
Like,
It's a
I'm just
discussion,
saying.
but at the same time, though, it has to be discussed. We can't just close our eyes and we have kids. I don't want my son to be subjected to that. I don't even allow my son to.
So now,
What's up?
now you just hit it on the head.
What's that?
Pause. We have to start teaching the next generation, man. We gotta cause.
But how can we teach the next generation something
because
that we don't
Cleophas
even?
and them are lost fucking cause, bro.
But this is the thing, though.
They're not gonna change.
But this is the thing, though. We can't teach the kids something we don't subscribe to.
But the ones who do, and so here's the thing. Cleophas and them, they ain't raising their kids. They busy working, which this is in the book too. They busy working and patronizing and doing all of this other shit.
Right.
They ain't raising the kids. There's a whole nother system that raises kids. This woman works in childcare, basically, in education.
Right.
She spends more time with your kids than Cleophas and them do.
100%.
So, and she's woke. She's conscious. So guess what? You know what I'm saying? The parents didn't know. The teachers didn't know. Get together and start molding and shaping and making the
we
next
don't put
generation.
enough-
You know what I'm saying?
We don't put enough financial backing behind the teachers and everything
Oh,
for them
nah,
to do
yeah,
what
not
they
at all.
need to do. And I'm sorry, but this generation that's coming up now, these little ones that's coming up now, they coming from the womb messed up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've never seen so many kids on the spectrum. It's crazy.
But that's for me the way I think. And some may say it's a conspiracy theorist, but theory rather. But remember, the person that jumped out the window was like, it's a conspiracy, and this is why. It's because that was the person that actually had something to hide. Yeah, because you got it now. You got to debunk it. So what's a better way to debunk something than to call something crazy?
Mm-hmm.
You have to call it crazy. First of all, you're crazy. All right, I'm crazy. I'm crazy because I disagree with you. But second of all, who the fuck are you to call me crazy for disagreeing with you?
Right.
Even if I bring facts to the table, what happens is you have a bigger platform. My platform is small, so I must be crazy.
Yeah.
You can't go against the system. You can go against the system, but as per Jay, every time you go against the system, you lose. They shut down the Panthers. The Panthers was feeding the kids in the hood. They actually had the first lunch program for the kids in the hood to actually eat and do things like that. The after school programs, but they were teaching themselves about themselves. And that was a problem for the government because they don't want to teach community. They want to teach, division. Because if I can keep you guys fighting against each other, yeah, you got the brand new Jays, right? Mm-hmm. You got the exclusive Jays though. You understand what I'm saying? So now, since you got the exclusive Jays, instead of you putting me on, I don't like you.
Yeah.
You
I'm
understand
gonna
what I'm
hold
saying?
that secret. I can't even let you know where I got them.
Exactly. That whole
mentality,
thing.
yeah.
And then put it to you like this. Let's get back to the music thing. 'Cause I know y'all like that thing, right? Mm-hmm. I do too. Let's get back to the music thing. I can't say getting chips like a Hebrew, But I could say nigga,
All day long.
nigga, kill your mother, nigga, kill your mother, nigga, suck my dick, nigga. I could say all of that. If I say one derogatory thing about a Jewish person, a white person, you understand? Eminem's the only person probably can get away with it. White people. No, actually, we can get away with it too. We can do it too. There are some limitations, but when you think about it like that, remember the system is designed for that because they feel like as long as they can keep us in that state of mind, I don't know how we got here in this conversation, but as long as they can keep us there in that state of mind, they can go about doing their business of the devil. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Y'all niggas just run around, kill each other. Oh, by the way, spend your check with me, right? And that whole thing.
The black dollar is one of the most powerful dollars out there. If we stop buying, because we are the biggest consumers, if we stop buying, the world is going to slow down because we are the ones who spend our money. They hold their money.
Yeah, that's what's so upsetting. It's
But
like
you can't.
You can't. What?
You can't.
Here's the thing.
Not spend your dollar.
Here's the thing. You can't not
spend
spend
it
your
wisely.
dollar. But do you remember what did they ask years back in the day? What do you remember them asking? For one day.
Yeah, don't spend money.
For one goddamn day.
Yeah.
That means, okay, I don't have gas. Fuck it. Call out. You call out for every goddamn thing else.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
but if the job know you calling out because you on that no spend money thing, now they'll fire you for that. That's just like we had a teacher work day and it was on Juneteenth. I was like, you serious? This is the first time y'all ever gave us the holiday. Then y'all made it a teacher work day? I won't be here. You won't get paid. Okay.
So fucking crazy.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So crazy.
You know, and like you say, we had the conversation of not really feeling the government passing the holiday for Juneteenth because now it's commercialized and now y'all making money off of us. Where before, when it was our thing, we were the only ones that were doing it. I'm not going to buy a Juneteenth shirt out of Target or Walmart because if I were going to get one, I'm going to get it from a local black vendor or something like that.
Go get it from somebody using iron and a press
Exactly.
on. Like, yeah.
Do it myself.
Take
like
my
I'm not
money.
going to give you the money for this holiday that y'all didn't even really want to acknowledge, and it's about y'all not even telling us we free for real. And like, why are we doing that? No. So you have to be conscious of certain things, and even if you can't change the world, it starts with you.
Amen.
Make one little step.
I love it.
Amen. Jay, I like her.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time.
Nice.
Literally from the first episode.
So this is what we're gonna do. Let's switch gears a little bit. You know, we gave the people heart and soul, and I think a little bit more insight on a personal level as to what we feel about, you know, how we feel about this world that we live in right now. Let's talk about some other shit though. This online buying shit thing, right? Because I bought shit online for this trip specifically, right? I'm trying to avoid the scams. You know, it's just difficult. Like, for instance, I was discussing with Shadra. I was like, yo, I bought X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. And there's an app called Shop. You guys familiar? You guys familiar too? Everybody should be familiar. And it, you know, it pops in there, tells you, all right, cool, this is your order number, blah, blah, blah. And then when your order is updated to, you know, shipped or whatever, it'll pop in there too. So I ordered some hats from this, you know. And I'm not going to put them on blast yet. I will. I promise you I will. This is what I'm here for. But I just need some resolution. So I ordered these hats like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
I paid for shipping, like fast shipping.
Don't you hate it?
Yeah, I paid for the fast shipping. Now, for me, fast shipping 3 weeks ago was, even if they get here 2 days before my trip, it was money well worth
spent.
you know, well spent. So I'm good with that. I hit the panic button last week though. Right? Hit the panic button. Shit still says, yeah, you placed an order. That's all it said.
It hasn't moved yet?
Never updated. So I sent them an email because Shop allows you to do that. I ain't get nothing from them.
Damn.
I sent them another email like 3 days later. I ain't get nothing from them. Today, I'm here today. I got here yesterday. Today, I jumped in the DM like, yo, this is giving me scammy vibes. What are you doing for real? Like, you ignore sometimes the wrong people. You shouldn't ignore the wrong people because you can go viral for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm petty relentless, which is a bad combination. You understand what I'm saying? Like petty and relentless. Oh my God, nigga, I'm having a good time and I'm not gonna stop. This shit is like,
Oh man.
it's crazy. Like, I don't give a fuck. You can have a pristine record. You can have delivered 99 out of 100, right? And I'm the 100.
I was about to say, but if you the 100.
I'm the 100. You don't play with me. Like, you got, so what I was thinking, and I don't want to be long-winded because I want y'all guys to jump in.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Smooth gonna glide up on the mic, pause. And just be like, yo, I love it. He be sitting up in full speed and be like, yo. I'm just like, how the fuck do you do that? You don't have to teach me that. But it was like the Commodores and shit. It's like,
I don't sing back up.
Yeah, no wonder he says Sam Cooke. It's
Right. Temptation.
Yeah, exactly. But what I was thinking was there needs to be like a central hub, right? So sort of kind of like a Zagat's for that, right? So you have to be vetted, like an app whereby you're actually vetted. All the bands like this. That'd be this guy. I'm not even gonna answer that. Yeah, but not yet. So there has to be an app that we can go to, right? Where all of these things are housed. Sort of like how Apple does what they do with their apps. You just can't have an app on Apple. You know, it goes through a process.
Vetting process.
Yeah, and then if you get too many strikes, you out of here. You know, same shit with this, right? This way, these scammers with like, not even scammers, like just bad business. I don't want to say they're scamming me yet. I will, just not yet. I just need, you know. So give you another week, then you're a scammer because they took a pretty good, like I spent
For that
$130.
expedited shipping, though, you should want your money back for that.
Hell yeah.
I want my money back, period. I don't even have the merchandise.
Yeah, but even
Give
if you
me
get the
my money.
merchandise, you should get your expedited shipping money back.
Yeah.
'Cause, who brung it? A snail?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so no, I want my
Exactly.
expedited shipping
Nigga,
money
did you
back.
walk from Canada?
Exactly. 'Cause that's the only way it's making sense. That's your fast delivery. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really think like, I mean, it's like there should be some more regulations, but I feel like, you know, not to try to sound like overly sensationalized or something, but the internet is a scary place. I mean, you could, you know, like of course the dark web is a completely different thing, but like you can go to like a site like you're talking about and get screwed over, you know, or you pay for expedited shipping, it doesn't happen, things of that nature. Hopefully you get some type of refund or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just a scary place because so many people, or there's just so many outlets that could, you know, screw you up. I forget what was it? I think it's is it Amazon? It's somewhere. Yeah, you know what? Amazon is another example, right? Like, you know, you got to be careful of what you order on Amazon now because it's like it could be some shady ass third party business.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, even though, Amazon is solid, but they're not going to take responsibility for these third party, you know, shady companies, or, you know, like it looks one way on the website, but you get it when you order through Amazon, and then it looks like something from Tubi or something like that. And it's like this ain't
It's from Tubi.
I mean, from Temu.
That's what I was like.
Temu.
You said
Yeah,
Tubi. I
Tubi.
was like, yeah.
Bad
thing.
acting and bad merch. Fuck.
The team
Well,
is the Temu of
I
television.
just went through that. I ordered something and it was actually a fragrance, and what they said was non-refundable. No, not non-refundable, non-returnable due to a hazmat thing.
Shit.
So how in the
You get it to
hell
me,
What?
but I can't give it back.
is it a to send it back as hazmat? What are you talking about? So, but you got to use a little bit of common sense and reasonable deduction there and
Exactly.
say, I'm not gonna fuck with this one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you know
saying?
what I'm saying?
You have to be like, nah, I'm not gonna do this because
but-
this one
Yeah.
is shady.
But it's a wild, wild west. We go to the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Usually only the big brands you can get and don't have to worry about all of that other stuff like the Finish Lines, the Nikes, the big stores.
Yeah.
But the other ones, like if you don't see, to me, if you don't even see Shop Pay at the bottom, I'm not even fucking with you because you're
But
not
that's
real.
the thing. This one
So
had
that's
it.
crazy. That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying that's crazy because they usually you can email them. I had a guy, I bought a coat. and took the coat from forever. And it was funny because it was like a coat store in Brooklyn. So he literally called me on the telephone. Was like, I don't have the coat in that size. I refund you. No, we don't refund. I give you another coat. And I was like, you know what? That's fine, because at least he reached out.
He's trying.
I emailed him and he was like, I don't know how to use the email well, but he literally called me
At least he's
to
trying.
fix my order or whatever. And like that was one of the reasons why I'm like, okay, if Shop Pay on it or somewhere that I know that I can get in contact with the people, that's fine. I've had them call me back and be like, we don't got it in blue, but you want an orange one? Okay, I'll take the orange one. But you know what I'm saying? But at least there's some kind of contact.
Right.
If they don't have nothing at the bottom, I don't even fool with them anymore. Even PayPal, because PayPal will get you caught up too.
Yeah.
PayPal will get you caught up.
Exactly. So it's just
you have to be careful.
You just have to be careful. I think. Yeah. I think that's the brunt of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just can't trust it.
What's scary? Like you said, the internet is a scary place. What's even more scary is I'm seeing all these brick and mortars closing.
Yeah.
Because we want to shop online so much, right? And I mean, I like to try shit on before I buy it. So I appreciate the mall. I appreciate being able to run to the mall like the evening of an event and try some shit on and grab it and I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like when I tell you, I've looked and I've seen recently so many stores that I actually like to go into that are closing. Like some of them are closing all their stores.
Yeah.
A lot of them are closing like high numbers of stores. So I think that the future of this thing is literally gonna be, online shopping only.
Yeah,
for sure.
And the scamming.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely moving in that direction. They'll have a vending machine for cell phones at some point.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Get me? Because it only makes sense at that point.
Right.
Think about all the people that had to transition from a fucking horse and carriage to a car.
Yeah.
Them niggas wasn't happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas wasn't.
And just like somebody don't update their phone, somebody was like, I'm gonna stick with my horse and carriage. I
Right,
just never move back here.
Like I put all this work in building
Off
carriages.
Beatty's Ford, you can see them.
The call was so shit.
Yeah, I didn't know someone else was coming.
We keeping this in here too. I'm not editing this.
I didn't know
at
someone
all.
else was coming.
Jay, hold on. I'm gonna tell. So I'm gonna let everybody know. Listen. So we what you call it?
Hello, how are you?
So
he don't really. Let me just tell you.
Okay,
clutching
maybe
his
we
pearl.
don't have to pause it. All right, cool. So that's everybody's thoughts on that?
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. So I had this shit queued up.
Bay night, sexy nights, and good food.
All right, so I'm gonna let the smooth operator take over on this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jay wasn't.
Old Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
Old Daddy Kane.
I can't
Jay
let him
wasn't
be
a
Big Daddy
pimp
Kane.
in
I
his
love him.
former life. I promise you. The shit that he says might be pimpish, but he wasn't a pimp. He didn't come from a family of pimps, right? All right, cool. No disrespect or degradation of women happened. These are just from his life experiences.
And it's true. These are all true stories, people.
So you know what the segment's about?
Yeah, to a degree.
All right, tell me before we.
It's about date ideas.
Date ideas, okay.
Yeah.
This nigga pays attention. Go ahead. So yeah, Jay's gonna give us some some date ideas, and we're gonna pass it around the table and give niggas thumbs up, thumbs down like the Romans used to do.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. So I feel like women tend to like, more intimacy, like not talking sex. You know what I'm saying? Like just things, to discuss. Things to explore verbally and vocalizing and expect closeness. And men, we like adventure. So it's only right that you do things that encompass both of those things. Like maybe a escape room, right?
I've done an escape room.
Escape rooms are good, especially doing them with your lady, because you get to communicate, you get to collaborate, and you know you experience the adventure and the excitement.
You know
Things
where I'm
like
going with this? You're like, Mama, are you a thinker? We're about to find out. All right? Here's a fucking mousetrap. Can you get out this
Can you
motherfucker?
get out this motherfucker?
Yeah, and I'm timing you.
Exactly. Things like axe throwing. Things
Who?
like axe throwing.
Oh, axe throwing.
Yeah. Things like.
I'm not going to, wait, stop.
You're not familiar
I'm
with
not,
axe
no.
throwing?
That's, you're good.
Okay.
But I feel like you think this is speed dating. I need you to slow down because we have stuff to say about these.
Oh,
events.
got you.
You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
No commentary and shit like that.
Got
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to,
Hey, I was just throwing a few of them out there. I was going to throw a few of them out
had
there.
to adjust, but yeah, I'm all right.
Jesus, God was a glass maker. Jesus Christ, I can't do this. I
had
can
to
see
sit
through
up.
this dude. Right. No, I know. I got you. I'm just playing. Nah, sit up.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the axe throwing. I want to do axe throwing. I heard
too.
that, by the way. You old as shit.
Yeah, you heard my name.
Yeah, I heard that shit.
I did. I was like, wow.
That shit echo.
Yeah.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Hey, big 40.
You said big for yo, big facts. Shit. Now I got 10 years on you. That's fucking crazy. All right.
How old are you?
50. I'll be 50 on Tuesday.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were 30.
Oh, because I'm.
Yeah, I was like,
Damn.
30? I didn't think that. I thought
What
you
type
was
of
in
stress styles going through?
the, So I thought we was all
I'm about to jump out the window. Somebody
age
get the
range.
window for me.
Oh man.
Yo. Oh my God.
Nah,
Hurt
if
my
Styles
feelings.
is 30, oh damn.
Yeah, right?
We probably couldn't deal with him when he was
Nah,
30.
if Styles was 30, my man like fought Thanos in 20. He had to go through some stressful shit. My man disappeared
He's like
for like
30.
Yeah.
Nigga, 30.
My
Yeah,
man
that's what I
disappeared.
was saying. I'm like, okay.
My man
He's all
disappeared
around
in
the
the my
same
man
age
got
bracket.
snapped away in Infinity War.
Yeah,
Came
exactly.
back. Like
What in the Benjamin Buttons is going on here? Yeah, no. Oh, the axe throwing. I got lost. Go ahead. What's next?
Okay. Yeah, so, something like that. Trampoline park.
Trampoline park.
Indoor trampoline
Nah,
park.
that's
nigga,
what
we ain't
kids
doing no
do.
trampoline.
No, it's
Nah,
not.
it's not.
Have you been to the
Like,
Yeah,
have-
have you been to the
Have
adult
you ever
one?
done it?
There's an adult trampoline.
Yes.
See, I took my niece and my daughter before. to
No,
like
there's
a,
one for
what's it called?
adults.
Jump zone or some shit? Like with the
I don't
kids one?
remember.
Yeah, one of
Yeah,
them.
one of
Yeah.
those for kids.
Sky
but-
Zone.
Yeah, Sky
But
Zone.
there's
Y'all
one-
niggas just hit his knee crack?
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
He's
You
not.
don't need to get on the
he don't need
trampoline.
to
Don't
get
worry
on
about it,
it.
sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. But
No, but I'm just saying. So, but these are all things that are adventurous, but they also, introduce opportunities for closeness and great communication. Everybody's been doing the paint and sip stuff.
Yeah.
These are good things. I appreciate these things. These are things that I would prefer to do other than like dinner and a movie. Dinner and movie is cool, but the thing is, you don't usually get to talk during a movie.
And it could get boring if that's
Yeah.
your only idea
Exactly.
every time of day.
Because everybody been to dinner and a movie. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So my thing is, I want to find something that maybe she hadn't done. It may be, the firing range or something. You know what I mean? But like, you just got to be creative.
Are these supposed to be first date ideas, or are we talking about date ideas in general?
Both?
I think, I'm biased, but I think two ideas. I think like it's definitely not a first date idea, but if you're in a relationship for a few years, do a photo shoot. Do like a romantic photo shoot.
like
Y'all get to dress up, get dolled up, get black Ken, black Barbie dolled up.
I like it.
You look at it. And I'm not talking about the photo shoot in the mall or some shit like that.
Right.
I'm talking about one of these fly professional freelance dudes, whatever, who like they stuff look like it could be in like a magazine.
Yeah.
Do something like that where y'all get to look at each other, these romantic poses, things like that. It's pretty dope. I had the pleasure of doing something like that for like an engagement party or a wedding, stuff like that. And you really see how excited not only the girlfriend is, but the boyfriend is. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. I think that's dope.
I think it's dope too. First date, second date?
Oh, no, I'm talking
He
about
said
like
if you were a
I'm
little-
like I'm like a couple years in the game.
Oh, okay.
No, photos from the first date is wild.
It's wild because I might not even want to see you after this, sir. Now you got this portrait of me,
Right, and I got to hold
and
you
I
from
done threw
behind.
yours in the garbage.
Right, we got to look face to face, and this is the first date. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, first date photo shoot. Nah.
Like a ghost.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
Got to be in romantic positions and shit, and like we barely know each other's name.
Yeah, ain't nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's different. We ain't capturing it for life though. That's different. All right, just you recording the sex page, but everybody ain't doing that. So it ain't a good first date idea.
Yeah, not a first. Yeah, that's my opinion. But I mean, but unless y'all ventures like that, maybe you do that as a first date. You let them know up front, hey, I'm about to take you to the.
I'm gonna paint you nude.
Nice.
Well, shit, that's a bit different.
Nice. Yeah.
You better go to the lovey-dovey photo shoot for the first date. What's up? I don't know if that's gonna fly.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, this is weird.
Nah.
Yeah.
6 degrees of separation. I ain't going. I don't know
find
you
women
well
who
enough.
So Jay, you would do that? Like
No, you'll find women who will, because man, I know women who want to talk about marriage on the first date. I met them.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I've
that's
been
fair.
out with them.
If you do the photo shoot,
I mean, they
definitely
putting you on
get married by the
notice.
end of it.
You said what?
They putting them on notice.
No. Would you?
Notice you leaving.
Wait,
Yeah.
talk about marrying you on the first date.
Yeah.
All right, it's a little different. A little
Y'all
weird.
think about marriage in general? Like, hey, look,
Nah,
if we
like,
date, I want to get married.
If we
in 2
have
years.
kids, what would you first date? You want to talk about what we naming children?
Oh nah. That's
Like, yeah.
that sounds like a red flag to me. I want to
Yeah.
get to know
Yeah,
what you
I'm-
like, what your
listen.
interests, who you be with, things that make you smile.
Exactly. All of that. All of that. Yeah.
I got my moments.
Cheese, eggs, and Welch is great. I had to.
Yeah.
Sorry. Nice little old though. I like
Yeah,
it.
try.
Like it.
I try.
It wasn't Rich Homie Quan, but
No,
you know,
rich homie.
It
wasn't no Ludacris.
I'm glad it wasn't
Listen,
Ludacris.
he unplugged the mic before you got there. Was you about to say something about Ludacris?
I'm about to take that shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, edit that out.
No Luda.
That's still wild to me.
That's just one person.
Yeah.
That's just your views.
Yeah, you know I was coming to you.
Yeah, she's ready too.
I'm girly, but I'm with Jay a little bit on the adventure. I want to do something sometimes when we're actually active. I don't want every day, like you say, to be dinner in a movie or something like that. Me, myself, I love a good concert. We can go to the concert and turn up at the concert like we've been singing in the bathroom together forever. Got me.
First date?
Yeah, this
First date, a concert,
Okay.
yes. Because
I think-
it's plenty of people around.
Yeah.
You ain't snatching me because I'll go stand by the next nigga on the next hour. I'll do, no, we ain't doing nothing private first date. Like, we ain't doing nothing exclusive where we together by ourselves. I don't trust a soul.
Bonus question: who's your ideal performer to see on the first date?
Well, he's dead now, but it would have been Prince. But I like shows. New Edition is like, I've probably seen them in every form that they have been in. With the BBD, the what was the other one? When they had broke up and it was Heads of State. Give me New Edition in any form.
Okay.
Any form. I don't care how many times I've seen them. I'm gonna have the best time. You gonna see me have fun. You gonna know how I act. Or yeah, whatever they are. But give me them in any form.
Niggas
And
can't
I'm,
acronyms, bro.
and
It's
I'm going
crazy.
to have a good time. I'm gonna want you to have a good time. Like that. That's
When they split up, she was like, "I'm going to see Johnny Gill now over here."
all right. I'm gonna see him last. I'm gonna see him last,
That's
just like
another-
he came in the group. But I'm gonna see him. But in any form that they come in, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
And so I love to go to concerts or even if you go into a bar or something like that and they have a live band and stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. I'm greedy. So don't tell me we ain't gonna eat. We about to be out for 5 hours. So I want something to eat.
So what if he wants to invite you over and cook like some exotic
Invite me
cuisine?
where?
She said
First
public
Yeah, 'cause
places.
Nah,
But
like,
and that's why I asked that question.
You're
because
disappointing me
he
right
made-
now.
You heard me, right?
Yeah.
Nah,
He's
Because-
disappointing.
because I'm not
Because if
going
she's
nobody
greedy
else.
enough,
Right.
if she's greedy enough,
Right.
she'll risk it.
You know,
No,
but
she
you know
no,
what?
I'm not.
You know,
That's where my
Yes, she
greedy
will.
stop.
But
A
what's
bitch
fly?
is full. As soon as
Cedra,
you say we going there,
I'm gonna
buy
take
my-
the keys to the bus. He's not allowed to drive.
I told you,
No.
drop me, run me over every time.
Here's
Not
the thing.
gonna-
That is
yeah.
the reason I brought that up.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Because-
Why? It happened?
Yeah.
Nah, because she's greedy.
You know what's fly though? you can
What
flip
you
it.
talking about, Jay?
Oh, he says it on air all the time. I'm
It's
greedy.
not
I
called
am greedy.
feast of famine, my G. She said that she.
Right.
I like food. I like food.
She ain't about to risk her life for
Yeah.
No,
I'm not about to
and I
risk-
hope not, but you know, like,
No, you can't entice
Hey,
me
you can
with
say
no
food,
food.
y'all. I'm coming over your house. No.
Can you imagine Peach be like, oh man, I don't know, but damn, that salmon is pretty
Yeah.
that's pretty
did you say lamb chops?
It was like,
No,
all right,
as much as I like food, you're not gonna get me.
I'm
in
gonna
your-
drop my
your
pin to my
private-
homegirl. I'm gonna drop a pin to my homegirl, then I'm gonna go.
Oh, definitely. She might come with me. She gonna stay for about 30, 35.
But you know, you can flip it though. Just do like a cooking class together.
So, I would
Like
do
a
that.
cooking- a cooking
yeah, I
session.
would do something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
it.
But I'm not coming to your place
Yeah, do
first
us-
date
yeah.
for no food. I'm not.
Say
One
it
of those
again for
couple
the
cook-
people in the back.
I'm not coming to your place first date for no food.
Say it again for the people that didn't show up.
I'm not coming to nobody's place first date for no food.
Listen, I hear
I
you,
ain't that
and
hungry.
I'm very proud of you. I'm glad to hear you say that. I'm glad to hear you
He's
say
still
that.
about. You hear the engine? Go ahead.
Yeah.
No,
It's an idol right now.
I'm happy. I'm happy to hear you say that, and hopefully, you know,
Hopefully
there
it's
are,
true.
There are other
He know me well
there
enough to know
are other
it's
women
true.
out there listening who will take heed because I know some women who have fallen for that plate.
No, I'm not gonna.
Be like,
fall.
you having a barbecue? I'm coming over there. You
With they
coming to
whole
a
family?
barbecue over at my house
With they whole
with a
family?
group of strangers.
Yeah,
now, how
no.
many? Come on, be real.
No,
how many
no.
times have you invited a woman to a barbecue, and she came, and you know everybody, and she don't know
No,
nobody?
nobody.
This is like
Bro,
a first date
I'm
type
not.
thing?
First of all,
That's happened a lot.
Not me.
You invite somebody to a barbecue and she don't
Absolutely.
know anybody.
She just met you. You're going to a barbecue where it's your friends and family.
I feel like that's an insecure episode somewhere.
But
nah, I
but
can't do that.
but do you know how many times I've done that and they came?
Yeah, I'm not coming.
I mean, I'm not a serial killer, so they were okay.
But how do I know you're not a serial?
I'm just saying they made it
And
out.
they shouldn't have came because you was a serial hoe. So if they would have done
Wow.
their work, they would have known not to
Son,
go
she
anyway.
hijacked the
so
bus.
I just
Yeah,
showed
about
her.
to-
she did.
she definitely
She
hijacked
fighting
the
back.
bus.
I did. I
What?
had to.
This is
She's fighting
Speed
back.
Part 7.
Exactly.
Why
Like,
she
he been running me over all night.
She
I done
bringing
got-
up my
I done got
past.
the fuck up. That's what happened.
Bringing up my past.
Serial
I'm
hoe?
just saying. They probably should have done their work anyway. Because now you the face in the crowd that they match it to. Oh, that's the one.
Nah.
But,
But I'm just saying. So yeah, like
I'm not
like
going
the
to.
invite for food is man.
All right, we're going to save him from his fantasy.
Dessert. I hope you guys enjoyed your meal. Can I get you something off of our dessert menu?
All right, so this is the part where we say goodbye. Not like that, Jay.
No, not like that.
Nah, there's a format to this.
Okay, I was waiting.
So you get to tell the people where they can find you, first of all. How'd you find the episodes, though? Was it everything you thought it was going to be?
Yeah,
Nigga, you think it too
absolutely.
long. I don't like that.
It was that.
All right, don't get
because
disrespectful. I gotta edit out the pause.
I try to think before I speak. I
All right.
try to. I don't always
I got you.
succeed.
I got you.
But yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed myself. It was everything I thought it would be. Maybe even a little more.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. It was funny. It was interactive. It was exciting. So yeah, I'm happy to
All that
be a part
adjectives
of
I
it.
like. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. I appreciate the invite or whatever. However this came together.
Oh, I want to tell you how it came together. Thank you. Sit back, Jesus.
He pouring his wine.
Yeah, he
Pouring the brown.
Oh my God. This dude.
That man turned wine into brown.
Tell me how it came about, Peter. So I was like, yo, Jay, check it out. What up? Because, you know, Jay and I have known each other for a long time. It's like, yo, Jay, what up? We coming to Charlotte, right? Because we had the pivot. We supposed to be in Cali last month, but Cali was expensive, you know. Shout out to Dolomite. So he was like, all right, cool. So, you know, y'all gonna come through, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, we gonna do that whole thing. So I was like, what was it, last week? I was like, yo, your co-host is coming, right? Because you like the Phantom co-host.
I am.
You are. And I ain't mad at it.
He do the most on there. He be online all the time.
Right.
So at one point, not now. I will say not now.
It's a
But at
business.
one point, he was on there. He was on every live and all
Yeah,
this other
yeah.
stuff. He like, come on, like, no, I'm sleeping,
Yeah,
nigga. Like,
yeah.
I'm not getting on all these live. And then the beefs that be happening.
But the beats are funny to us.
The beefs
Jay
are
had
funny.
beef before?
No, he never had.
Oh,
he never had beef.
No, he
No,
had beef
stop. He
with
never
it.
had. It wasn't beef. That wasn't beef. Who?
Yeah, the DJ.
I don't know nothing about that.
You
I
missed
don't
a
know
good
how-
one.
And I'm gonna leave it like that.
But it'd be too much going on and
No, it really does. It really does at some points, because you gotta understand, we get on these lives, niggas be bored. I ain't gonna hold you. We be bored.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have something. I've jumped on lives and niggas that start a live and this person is literally just doing shit.
Yeah.
Not talking to nothing, just doing shit.
And I don't like that. And another reason with the lives too, when y'all just be starting them out of nowhere, some of them, it's a pet peeve to me for you to be on the live in your bonnet with no bra on in the kitchen, like doing stuff and whatever. And I'm just like,
they call that OnlyFans.
I don't.
They just not getting paid for it.
I mean,
You know what
it
I'm
ain't a
saying?
thirst trap though. If y'all be thirsty for that, a lot of times it don't be thirsty.
Because they be on there. I love.
Them the ones who drink the piss water and go to the first date dinner. I'll be like, I can't just like, he be like, just jump on.
Those are the barbecue chicks?
Yes, they the barbecue
going to the
chicks.
barbecue?
I can't just jump on there looking crazy or whatever with my bonnet on. And
I hear you.
I just don't
Gotta
do
be
that.
camera ready a little
Yeah,
bit.
I don't
Man,
do
that bonnet, girl.
I don't do that. So a lot of times I'm like, if I'm already done settled in, I ain't about to get on there. I can't find a baseball cap and some earrings.
You know what's interesting?
All of that is me. I'm not getting on there.
Nah, I hear you. You know what's interesting about the bonnet thing is like, I won't say that I feel disrespected. You show up with your little bonnet, but I am curious. Who do you not wear the bonnet for?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
When is it ever a problem to have the bonnet on, right?
When is the
outside? When
right,
is the
when
limit?
is the wig in the dry cleaners and when you get it out? Like, I'm trying to figure that whole situation out. That's just me though.
What's the male equivalent to the bonnet?
I don't.
What is it? A hat?
No.
No.
And it's not do-rags because I feel like do-rags be kind of, they
talking about like just
coordinate
when
your
they
do-rags a lot of times.
Maybe like a baggy white beater, probably. Baggy beater.
If you on there in a baggy, if you outside in a baggy
You got
beater,
the Joe Button beater.
and they
just
got
coming
the
through.
they got the one.
Bro, I don't
hole
know.
on the
These
top.
dudes is built different nowadays. Pause. These dudes be like 105 pounds, 6'10", and I'm like, bro, if I fucking pluck you, you'll die.
And they got the baggy beater on. Just
That's why they shooting everything. This is fucking shooting everything. I want to fight.
right.
The fight's over. Oh, okay. So listen, I got off track. Let
Gonna
people
close
know,
it up. Oh.
Yeah, what you got coming up? When where they can find you. You know that whole thing.
No, you, Jay.
When you're doing the most. You already know. Yeah.
You do that. You do that part.
All right.
You know,
So
I don't do that.
listen, you can catch us on Grind City TV. Nah, it's not. It's just it's on demand. It's,
okay, yeah.
it's always there. We live there. Every week there's a new episode. But yeah, you can catch us on all streaming platforms. We have a weekly podcast where we discuss relationship topics and everything like that. Instagram at the Cognac Room Podcast, Facebook at the Cognac Room Podcast, TikTok at the Cognac Room. Well, no, it's Jay Christian one, I think, over there.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah.
I mean, not you, but I was
He was actually talking
Yeah, it was
about
in-
Jesus Christ that time.
exclamation out here. Yeah.
Sure.
So your reaction videos, right?
Yeah.
I know you,
Right.
right? So it's a little different.
Yeah.
Not that I'm reading your thoughts, because I'm not.
Right.
That would be an invasion of privacy and a little bit pause. So my thing is, when you do your reaction videos, at any point are you gonna talk?
Yes.
This
That's
nigga be giving
something-
like eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yes,
No, so that's something this, you know, I kind of do things in phases. So I went through the phase of just that. But I was talking in the caption though. That was
Nigga,
what
I'm
saying.
not reading the
If
caption.
You read
It's
the
a
caption
video.
like I'm
It's
giving
a
my
video,
I'm giving
Jay.
my
Why am I
thoughts
reading the
in the
caption?
caption.
I don't want to read the thoughts.
But yeah, I will be.
Literally, see, I see what you did there. You can read my thoughts in the caption.
But
All
then-
right.
But
they might think you taking, who is it, Timo style?
nah, Timo talks. He talks. at the
talks,
end
that's what
of
I'm
it.
saying. If
Yeah,
you-
and so that's the thing too. Like, you know,
she
I don't
knew.
want to be borrowing. You know what I'm
Nobody's
saying?
stuff.
Or seem like I'm borrowing
yeah.
from
But this is
anybody
the
else's
thing. You
stuff.
can always cite
But-
it in the footnotes that before
yeah.
you did it, and I know that we're friends, 1,700 other people did
Yeah.
it. And that's where you got it from. So it's
Yeah, no
not
doubt.
it's all about
making it your own.
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I'm working on some stuff. I actually like pulled back from doing a lot of that stuff for a season to work on something else. So I've been preparing something else, just like revamping how I do it. So yeah, it'll be cool.
All right, cool. All right. No, I ain't asked you to do that. I had some questions.
You had some questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
And possibly some commentary.
Okay.
And or opinions. But
I'm here for all of them.
It keeps growing.
Yeah.
I know.
Listen.
He's a grower.
Shit.
She joined in. Ladies and gentlemen.
We're one and the same as much as we are alike, not alike. You run me over with the bus, I run him over with the bus, then we drive the bus together.
Yeah. I see. I see the fucking
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah, we a team.
You know, 3 in the morning with no lights on the road. I got you. First, I want to say thank you, right? Because, again, like I said, I didn't have to press or push, you know, for you to come through. Because obviously, Jay wanted you to be a part of it as well. But it was definitely, you know, the forefront of my mind that I needed to have both of you on, you know, and not just one of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Also, thank you again for being the person that you are online. You know, 'cause you look mean as fuck online. And
Really?
yeah, still look mean as fuck.
He says that too. He says I look mean.
Yeah, you
at
definitely
times,
look
and I
like
don't-
security.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm a little security. That's why I told you I gotta keep him in line because he'll say some shit and have us in some shit. And
Which is
smart.
cool, you know, which is cool.
And then I got 4 brothers. I grew up in the house with 4 boys, so there's, you know, I don't really have a pretty face when, you know, I don't know how to.
No, you have a pretty face.
I mean, I don't know how to, you know, be
Pretty
cutesy.
stern face.
I just close my
like,
mouth and whatever my face look like, it look like
Whatever
that.
you get.
Yeah, you get-
unapproachable. Like,
Yeah.
nah, nigga. It's like, nah.
The rest of it.
Yeah, possibly.
That's foul.
He might be right though. I'm not even going to totally deny it.
See, that's the thing. All right, cool. It's
Yeah.
nice to have somebody else on the panel that's, you know, unapproachable, because as am I. This guy
But
right
you
here.
know, let me say this before
Yeah,
you go.
go ahead.
That's why I like you on the episodes or whatever and stuff that I watch and the things, and I will join in on something when you're one of the people that I will join in with, because I like how you talk and how you move and stuff like that when you be on air. Like, I like that. I don't. What's up?
Say it to the camera.
My bad. I'm
Say it to the
this-
motherfucking
So he's
camera.
one of the ones that I
Me.
like how they speak and what they say when they're on air. So I will jump on something if he's on there. If Jay says, okay, jump on this, and I go over there and it's like, you know, a bunch of randoms. I said a bunch of randoms. Or people I don't fool with. He know I ain't getting on there. I might get in the comments and, you know, say, hey, like I came through or whatever, but I'm not really gonna get on there because it's not my speed. There's certain podcasters that I feel like I fuck with them and I relate to them, and so I'll get on there. And he's one of the ones.
Yo, I like just fell in deep like. You know, I appreciate that. I really, no, seriously, I really appreciate that. I feel like a lot of people don't say shit like that enough, and not just about me, just in general. You know, because I love when people jump in our DMs and be like, "Yo, I watched the show. I like this. I fucks with y'all heavy."
Yeah.
Like that shit. We get up and do
encouraging.
10 shows after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is
Literally
encouraging.
do 10 shows after that.
Oh, hey.
Brother Ryan.
Taylor Media's Taylor Photos DMV on Instagram, and Ryan reviews everything on YouTube. Simple as that.
I think short and simple. All right. As I try to find, we're gonna cut this part out, but as I try to find the button to end this motherfucker, you know where to find me, because if you found me, you already know where to find me, because I'm here.
I'm here.
So yeah, we ain't doing all of that. Yeah. Guess what? Oh, found it.
It's that time again. And since we really don't know how to say goodbye, I'm not gonna say goodbye. But listen, what I will ask, pardon, I'm not even asking. If you liked it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and shit. And that's homework. Also, there is no also. We'll catch you next week. We'll save a seat at the table for you.
I'm staying alive, we're staying alive, we're staying alive, we're staying alive.